Welcome everyone, I see you're as insane as we are. We are going to be playing 40,000 points of Warhammer 40k, and we're going to try and do it in 40,000 seconds. We have deployed our 40,000 points on this 18-foot board, which is insane for 40,000 points. We have broken it up into 3 sections of the battlefield here, which roughly translates to about 12,000 points, a little bit more than that, maybe 13,000 points per section on the board. We obviously have the main Imperial facility on this end, where a bulk of the Imperial defenders and artillery pieces are involved, with whatever Eldari elements we have set up to infiltrate that facility. In the middle, we have the main battle line drawn, all of the heavy Imperial vehicles and the heavy hitters from the Eldari side of things. And up here is the Webway portal and the main defensive point for the Eldari forces being assaulted by a banner of knights who have flanked around the battlefield and are ready to bring the combat here to the Eldari defenders. It would take me forever to go over where every little element on the board is deployed, so use your peepers, people. Though the Imperial forces have called for aid, they have received word from a tank company that is currently inbound and will be arriving later in today's battle. Mostly because they don't fit in the deployment zone. We have covered up most of every inch here, other than being short of in base-to-base contact with the enemy models. And every Eldari element is here, ready to start fighting. We have set everything up as a diorama of war, and we're simply going to play the game from that point, as if we've already played the first or second of the normal amount of battle rounds you might see in a game of Warhammer 40k. We're essentially skipping the first few movement phases and shooting phases and getting right to the action. Though I do want to point out some of the notable characters, the dramatis personae, as some might call it. Josh's Warlord is going to be this Castigator leading the Knight banner. Skari's Drukari will be led by Archon Skari inside of the Tantalus. And obviously this is an Ynnari force, so we have Yvrain as well as the Vizarch inside of this Wave Serpent. Now the leader of the Kriegsmen is
Marshal Eichhurst here in his Storm Chimera.
However, this entire force has been commandeered by Greyfax, who is currently leading the tank company, which will be arriving later on in this game. Obviously, we have a Warlord Titan, and we have a Phantom Titan, and Wraith Knights and Wraith Lords, but those kind of speak for themselves. They make themselves very apparent on this battlefield. Now, you're also probably wondering how this is going to work. I mentioned 3 sections. Or sectors. We have the Eldari defensive sector, the main battlefront sector, and the Imperial defensive sector inside of the facility here. We're going to roll off for initiative to see who will be going first in the battle round. And the winner of that roll off will pick a sector to go first in, and then their opponent will resolve their turn in that sector. Once that sector is fully resolved, the players who lost the roll off pick one of the 2 remaining sectors to act first in, and then their opponent will resolve their side. Now, when it comes to the 3rd sector, we kind of look at who's getting beat up the most, I should say, and then they will go first in that sector. That's going to be a community involvement. All 4 of us are going to vote on that. Now, Warhammer 40k does require objectives to be on the board for a lot of mechanical points. So we're going to have the Webway portal be 1. This objective is going to represent the tunnel here. And then we have the inner trench network here between these 2 buildings and the trenches. Just the markers is generally representing the area. And then we have this comms building outside of the facility. The breach into the inner facility is an objective. And then the point between these 3 generators will be the 6th objective on the board. There's 2 in each sector. And that, again, that's just for units using their abilities. Now, winning the game is sector control. Nice and easy. And Josh refuses to believe there's going to be a tie on this table.
No, there's not going to be a tie.
There can't be, right? So every sector will give one victory point to the team that has the most objective control in it by the end of the game. So 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. No matter what, there could mathematically be a tie, but it's very, very, very unlikely. So we're not going to add in any tiebreaker mechanics. And if we do, we're just going to flick a random model off the table in the trouble area, and then that's going to be the winning side of the game there.
I say tiebreakers, whoever has the grayest beard.
The grayest beard?
Yeah, that clearly means I'm the most venerable here, so...
Wow, we've clearly found the biased party in this game.
Listen, to be fair, Dude, my mic's over. I'm yelling at my mic that's over there. Very loud.
I can hear you loud and
Can you
clear.
hear me?
Oh yeah, you're good.
I'm a loud person.
It's a little echoey, but whatever.
Last time Luke and I did an apocalypse,
Oh my god.
came up with a point system, and I refused to follow it anyway. So who cares?
I don't even remember what it was. It was like probably convoluted and idiotic.
A little bit, yeah.
That sounds like me.
Yeah, we did the 2 tables. Yeah.
Yeah, we had
And
two
I'm
different
like,
tables.
Mechanically, I lost the game, and I said I lost the game. But I'm like, narratively, I definitely won.
That's right, because you had like the reanimation chambers. I
Yeah.
remember that now. Anyways, we're gonna roll dice to see who goes first. We're gonna roll off. This roll off arguably decides the game, maybe. These guys are gonna go first. Imperial noobs, losers. Hey! Hey, we rolled 3 dice. I understood what was happening. We sabotaged them. I was not part of that plan.
Get out of here, Scary.
All right, we got a 6. They got a 9. So the win goes to you guys. What sector would you like to activate first?
We're going boom.
Oh,
Let the big let the big guns speak.
That also means they're going to use the toilet.
yes. They're going to use the toilet. Scary, what does that mean?
Only Scary.
I have. They're going to go boom. Okay.
Oh, they're going to go boom. I understand.
Is he the only one with kids? Is that what this is?
It might be. Might be. Scary's a father, everyone. None of us are. Okay. Well, we're going to start. Sector 1 command phase, rather quiet. We just have a simple couple of orders to do from the Kriegsman here, and we're going to go right to the movement phase. Now, luckily, movement in this sector, very, very easy. A lot of the artillery stayed still. We did move up a few of the Chimeras, disembarked a couple of the Kriegsmen.
These guys.
Oh, and they moved up as well, just to put pressure on the swooping hawks, the striking scorpions back there and everything. And then they both did orders to themselves as
And
well.
our first bit of
And some reserves, 1 Thunderbolt comes into play from Josh's side to assist on this sector. We're good to go right to shooting. Now, as we start the shooting phase, obviously we're going to start it off spectacular with the Warlord. What are we doing here?
Guns.
Big guy's gonna go first. So we're gonna put all the meaningful big weapons into your. That's a Revenant.
What did he ever do to you,
He
Josh?
showed up behind me.
He
I don't like
existed.
that. I don't trust that. Don't sneak up behind Josh. Then we're gonna put the claw shots into the Hellions, and then the Ardex Maulers into these bikes here.
Gotcha. All right. Then we'll go ahead and resolve that.
Dialing up the Sun Fury shot, so this is gonna be 2d6 plus 6. It is overcharged, so 12 shots total.
There you go.
Looking for 3s to hit you. And then these are looking for 5s to wound.
Toughness 13. Oh,
Woo.
that's 4 up impulse. I only take 8 damage.
So these are 8 damage each. The sun
4 up invul on the little sneaky.
just blows right off of the force field of him, though some of the blowback does 8 damage to him. How many wounds does this thing have?
30.
30 wound. What? Now we're gonna resolve both the laser
yes,
blasters that way.
Once again, looking for 3s to hit you.
These are the Titan killing
3s to
weapons.
wound.
Yep, 3
Only 2 fails.
5 4 up impulse again.
This is very good AP. Ooh, 2 sneak through.
6 plus 6.
Yes, sir.
So it's 12 damage plus 8.
8.
Oh, 20 damage. The shields are being overwhelmed. He has 2 remaining wounds.
I do.
Then the little las cannons on his
Ardex
back.
Defensor las cannons. 3s.
Oh!
There you go.
Oh, sorry,
Never
they
mind.
both miss.
The Ardex Defense Maulers, and this is into those bikes there. These are hitting on 3s. These are strength 6, Mr. Scary.
Okay.
Is it 2s?
3. No, T4. T4.
Oh, T4.
6s.
AP2. That is 4 fails.
Okay.
Those are the Reavers getting pumped by those shots. Boom,
4 of them
boom.
go down.
Last, the Power Claw is going to sweep across the... what are they called?
Hellions.
Hellions. I want to call them Corsairs. That's different.
These are 3s with sustained.
So many shots.
Oh, sustained as well. Yeah, that's a lot of shots. Lots of hits, a couple sustains.
So these are...
3s.
Alright.
3s to wound.
Go Hellions.
6s are dead.
Oh, you got 10 dead.
Was there 10 in the squad?
There's 10 in the squad. No.
And that is... And that's going to summarize the rest of the game. Not bad, though. Got the Phantom?
The Revenant.
The Revenant Titan down to 2 wounds. Should be easy pickings for the rest of these lads, I suspect. The next thing to fire in this section will be the 4 Death Strikes. They realize they are surrounded by enemies, and they're quickly encroaching, so they're going to quickly push the big red button and whoosh, whoosh,
They put
whoosh.
their markers
Oh,
down.
yeah, we got to designate. We got to mark targets
Designate their
first.
targets
That's
with
right.
The triangulation and the map.
And then that is going to aim way way down the table over here.
Unlimited range.
Unlimited range on these
Pick a
guys.
point on the battlefield.
Oh, there's one marker there.
There's one there.
Oh, we're hitting the middle of the battlefront. No, we're walking right into it. So 2 over there.
And then one here and one here.
On the objective, and our artillery back here, eh? Just to note, then, they will be firing those next rounds, like a 2-turn combo on Death Strikes. They designate the target, and next turn they fire.
Or I can
Or they could change it if they want to, yeah.
Yep.
Moving on, we have to desperately take out this Eldari Titan. It's a Revenant Titan, right? Yeah, I remembered it. We are going to start off with our
this strong
transports,
chimera?
and we already landed a couple wounds because of the lethal hits. We go right to the
If I
saves.
fail either of these, it dies.
Yep, so one's from a heavy bolter, one's from a
3 up on the heavy bolter. Yes.
save.
That's one.
All
3
right.
up on the autocannon. Yes.
Storm Chimera number 2 attempted the same thing. Actually got the exact same roll.
Wounds from heavy bolters. On
The
a
lethal's a hell of a thing.
First one
Ooh.
lives.
Can you get one more?
Second one.
Oh my gosh. I got the last gunner range. Actually stuck 3 wounds. These are 2 up saves.
I'm just gonna roll them all together this time. Watch me roll with 2 1s. Josh is like
Do it.
eagerly happy.
There's a 1. 1
Down
wound left.
1.
Now, normally we wouldn't show all the small arms fire, but that Revenant Titan's sitting at 1 wound, and we are desperate to get it down here. Now, the Legion of the Damned tried their hand at taking out the Titan. They actually battle shocked it, funny enough, but didn't actually stick any damage. Now, we got a wound from the autocannon at him here.
-1. 3 damage. He lives.
6. No, he's not going down yet. I'd like to say he's absorbing a lot of firepower,
He
but
definitely is.
yeah.
If that had worked, I was going to say, and Caiaphas Cain rises up from the back. He goes, good
Yeah,
job.
Moving on to the Earth Shaker carriages deployed up here. The first one decides to shoot a shell into the side of the Revenant and gets a 1 single wound.
Save. AP2, 4 up involved.
Oh, he's still alive. The first one didn't work, so we're shooting another shell into the side of him. Let's see if we stuck a wound.
Got 1 more save. 4 up.
How many 4-ups can this freaking Titan
don't
make?
know.
Another one!
Hey!
The Kriegsmen are consistent. The third one shells him. 1 more
1 more
wound.
save. Revenant Titan.
Oh, he's finally dead. Does he explode? Does he explode?
Does he go nuclear?
No, not
Okay,
quite.
well-
He's just brought down. After the third Earthshaker shell, he topples over.
Well, I will say.
You're the first casualty of the game.
Great, but
He
first
probably
blood.
absorbed like 4 to 4.5 thousand points of shooting. Granted, this thing's 3,500 points. The T-Bolt shows up and comes in hot. We are going to fire everything at the Crimson Hunter, our Exarch, our lead pilot, our ace.
Do the autocannons first, hitting on 3s because you can fly.
Ooh.
3s to wound.
Rerolling. Twin linked. Ooh. 4-up saves. We're going to fail. Oh, all 3 of those. Is that just 9 damage? Okay.
9 damage.
He's got 4 wounds, 3 wounds left.
Hellstrike rack, looking for 3s.
Ooh, good
Okay,
start.
so I got a hitch on you. And then anti-fly 2.
Hey.
Yeah, I get wounded, -3.
-3. Ooh, armor. Oh, that's a fail.
D6.
Oh.
2, he's still alive! And the
Last
last
cannons.
1 hit.
Hit.
3 to wound. That's a wound. AP3.
Yes, sir.
6 up. Ooh, it's in the box. Nope. That is the end of our Crimson Hunter Exarch. He flies in the lead. He does not crash and burn, though. But he decides to not partake in this battle anymore. Whoosh. And then from the downed Crimson Hunter, we focus our attention on our poor Striking Scorpions, that's their name. With the combined might of the Hellhound and the Grenadier Squad, they are blown away. And the second Grenadier Squad makes short work of the remaining Reavers that were bullied by the Warlord Titan just moments ago.
Medusa.
All 3, believe this guys, all 3 Medusa carriages just volleyed into the Striking Scorpions being led by the Phoenix Lord Caradras. And only 4 went down. Not bad. Yeah. And they passed the battle shocks, if anyone is interested. 3 times, actually. Point out for anyone unaware, these only have 36-inch range, so they actually can't. Pretty much that's at the line of the tanks there. So they have to shoot inside the facility. They were well placed to defend the inside of the facility. Collective might of the Kriegsmen here, targeting both the Swooping Hawks and Caradras' unit, slay 2 Hawks and 1 Scorpion.
They haven't gotten in shovel range yet.
That's true. This is not their efficient range. Last thing to resolve for shooting is the batteries of Manticores?
Manticore.
3 Manticores. So all of the Storm Eagle rockets shot down the table to the heart of the battlefield into the Wraith Guard. And James rolled up 2 of them and did no damage, and Josh got frustrated and rolled up the third one and killed 2 of the Wraith Guard. And then we resolved their heavy bolters, 2 of them, into Caradras' unit and destroyed 1 Striking Scorpion. And then we remembered we had to do the Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator's hazardous roll, and Josh rolled a 1.
I've done 3% of the damage to me.
He's got 100 wounds. He's got 97 wounds left. 3% of the damage. It's perfect. And we go to the charge phase. They bring out their shovels, and we're gonna charge the swooping hawks. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? A 3 and 6.
Yeah, that ain't gonna man.
That will be it for charges, which means Skari and I get to go in the sector. All of our command phase, our movement, our shooting, we will definitely be charging. And we took a lot less damage than I thought we were going to take.
You know what? After that, that Revenant Titan soaked up so many shots, I'm very confident that we will kill some monkey.
No relevant command phase stuff for the Eldar on this activation here. We're going to go right to movement. Before we get into the finer details of our movement, we did want to show off the bomber here. It's going to fly, woo, and knock down a bunch of models. Right here, whoosh. And where are we dropping the bomb?
So the bomb is going to drop on this manticore.
Grab a hand.
So I picked this manticore. The radius around this manticore is 5 inches.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
That's not bad. So
We got
5 tanks are in range.
pretty much all of those 4 around it.
On a 4+,
Yep.
it'll take D6 mortals per 5 mortals.
Just leave the 5 beside it, yeah.
On a 4+ on the set, that guy, he will take 2
2.
mortals.
Good bomb.
Yeah, it's not bad. So actually, it does more this in the Big Apocalypse game. Nothing there. That manticore. Nothing there. This manticore. That's usually what happens. Takes 1 mortal wound.
And that's it. Is that it for the bombing run?
Once per game. Our movement phase in this sector, considering that Revenant Titan took most of the brunt of the shooting, which was awesome. So the Venoms have surged forward. 2 squads of witches have disembarked and are ready to go charge some Kriegsmen. And then we've got the Void Weavers flanking while the Razorwing jet fighters fly in and amongst the armored column to try and pick out some targets. Meanwhile, the Mandrakes in the flank are going to go kill some spooky Marines, hopefully. And then the Tantalus decided to just sidestep instead of dislodging, the Archon and everybody inside. Plus, the Scourge decided to stay still to take advantage of their heavy and try and take out some of the armored column before the nukes go off.
Yeah, and as for some of the Craftworld stuff, the Swooping Hawks and Karandras and the Scorpions approach the Kriegsmen front line, intending to mow it down. And we have some Harlequin Void Weavers getting into position to try and take out that aircraft that took out our Exarch, our ace pilot, immediately going down. And I had one Hemlock Wraith Fighter essentially following in tow with the Drukhari pilots. He's on automation mode, essentially, just going through his programming. As we go to the shooting phase, Skari has to divvy out some pain tokens. We have 1 on the bomber.
A couple on the Scourge, the Tantalus, and the Mandrakes.
Oh, the Mandrakes got one
back
as well.
here ready to share the pain. He's like a Wi-Fi relay station for pain.
He gave you 1 back out of the 2 he could have.
He did.
Yep, so we're still, how many pain tokens do you have then right now?
So it's an Onslaught plus game, so 4 pain tokens.
Yeah, fair.
To start.
I have all my strands of fate dice, everything, but we're going to use them near the Farseers to keep it nice and simple.
Just to keep it simple, 6s. That's it.
The 6s, only worried about 6s. We are playing with the army rules and detachment rules. We're just not showing off every single roll, because then this video would be hours and hours and hours long. Might push that
40,000 seconds.
That 40,000 second limit.
We're burning precious seconds.
We're doing pretty good on our second allotment. We start off our shooting phase with the Mandrakes under the influence of a pain token, removing 4 of the Legion of the Damned Marines, leaving the Sergeant alive with a single wound. Got a lot of devastating wounds on them.
I rolled like 5 devastating wounds out of 20 shots. I hit all 20 times. It was fabulous.
Yeah, that's that pain token.
Why don't they do this in regular games?
Oh, they don't?
No.
Oh.
Because I run them in squads of 5. So
I see.
Cool.
Next up, the Scourge use their power through pain token to fire at the Death Strikes before they actually fire off their missiles. That is the whole goal of this part of the Eldari forces, to stop the Death Strike missiles. We landed how many wounds, sorry, Skari?
4 wounds at AP 3.
Oh, power through pain is strong. 6 up saves. James cranks 2 of them. So
2 beards.
So 2 sneak through.
2d6 was 4. It takes 9 damage.
It's still alive. Get to move after they fire. We're gonna do the second Scourge unit, I guess.
Yeah, we'll do different. The next one, like over.
Yeah, that one there.
Yeah.
Now, all of them hit, but only 2 wounded. 6s. Ooh, gonna sneak through.
Plus 4. That's
Ooh.
7 plus 4.
It's
11.
How many wounds do they have?
11.
Oh, it pops it. Does it explode?
It died.
With deadly
does.
demise. No.
It does.
That's 1 of 4 of our objectives so far. Not that it gives us any victory points, but it's going to go really bad if we let them live. We moved on to some of the small arms fire. So the Succubus with the witches, the other witch squad, and both of the Venoms just let loose a vicious volley into the Kriegsmen of poison darts and just annihilated this complete squad and put 4 wounds on that Kriegsman. And then we did put a blast pistol and a blaster into this Chimera and did one.
Salamander.
Sorry, Salamander did 1 damage. Then a little bit of more small arms fire. That Viper took out 2 Kriegsmen with all of it. Sorry, I have the Vipers. You have the Venom. Took out 2 Kriegsmen, and then I thought, you know what? My Aspect Warriors here are going to try and stick some damage on the Warlord Titan, which we haven't given a name yet. I actually got a couple of wounds with the Striking Scorpions at AP1 and a bunch of wounds with the lethal hits from the Swooping Hawks at AP0. These are the AP0. We stick no damage, but we were hopeful. 2 Shuriken pistol wounds. Aha! Yes, 1% more damage. We're killing this Warlord Titan.
96 wounds on this Warlord in the wall.
96 wounds on this Warlord. You shoot. I don't know the rest of the song. No! Should note that Ashra's Karandras did no damage. On to this part of the sector, a big whiff from Skari and the Drukhari. We have the Tantalus and the Archon with his court firing pretty much at this Hellhound and this Legion of the Damned Marine, and that was it, correct?
Yep.
We did 2 damage to the Hellhound, and it took quite a bit, but we finally took out that Legion of the Damned Sergeant.
Finally got rid of the Ghost Marine.
No more Ghost Marines here. No ghosts allowed. We're going on to our aircraft, and more whiffs from the Drukhari. The bomber, nothing.
That's because I gave it the losses instead of the D sides, okay?
It is what
Makes
it
me
is.
sad.
And then we moved on
just
to this technically,
You're super dug in.
we shot this one. No, we did 4 damage to the Dark Lance into this Hellhound and no damage to the Death Strike.
Yep.
We're going to try with this fighter here. What's it called?
A Razor Wing Jet Fighter.
The Razorwing Jet Fighter. We're going to put the Dark Lances into the Hellhound.
As well as the
Missiles.
and then that's it. I'm going to do the monoscythe missiles into here, which is strength 6, 2 damage to try and kill that. And I have the Splinter Cannon, and the Splinter Cannon is just going to go into the Hellhound as well.
All right,
let's
let's see it. Good luck.
The Splinter Cannon into the Hellhound.
I think we need you to roll on camera for it to be like,
Sixes?
we need more luck. Hey, we actually got a move. AP1 on the Death Strike?
Hellhound.
Or the Hellhound.
Yep.
Oh, yes, right.
Oh, they got Josh rolling.
Oh, he's
Go
fine.
away.
Okay.
Go away.
2 Dark Lances into the Hellhound. 2
Both
hits.
hit. Nice.
3s. 1.
Ooh, 1 AP3.
5 up save this time.
5. That thing's got a 2 up save.
It
5 up
does,
save.
and his strength a lot.
Ooh.
Yes.
D6 plus?
2.
6.
Yeah.
12. He's dead. Does he explode?
Does he die? Does he blow up?
Deadly demise. He's got a big one. Aw, boo. I think we all kind of wanted him to blow up.
And then D6 damage into or shots 2 hitting
With the
on 2s.
missile. Oh god, double one. There it is. That's pretty much that summarizes the rest of it too. Yeah. We at least get rid of that guy, and then I get to resolve. I've got my Hemlock and my 2 Void Weavers to resolve still. We're gonna split the heavy D size. One for this carriage, one for the other carriage. We're gonna just try to get lucky here. Starting with this carriage and D6 shots. Ooh, good start. 4s to hit.
Oh,
5 hits. 2s to wound, no save. So that one takes 6.
T7, I believe.
Oh, it's still 6
It
damage
dies.
though.
6 damage goes down.
I assume no deadly demise.
Maybe 4. No, not deadly demise.
It's a good start. Let's see if we can get the second one here as well.
Okay, how many shots?
D6 shots.
Yeah.
6
Another
again.
cat.
Convenient.
Oh, my goodness
Oh, that's only
gracious.
5 dice. So let me get one
There
more in
you
there.
go.
3 hits is what we need. And only 2 damage.
2 damage.
Take the 1 kill though, because we expected to kill neither one of those. So if anyone's curious, these carriages are a single model with 6 wounds, toughness 7. The crew represent its wounds. The last wound is the carriage itself. But they don't contribute to like the amount of models in the unit. They're just wound counters. Ooh, I almost forgot my reroll the hit and reroll the wound because we are playing Craftworld. My 1 miss. Ooh, so I have 2. Here's the wound roll, which wounds, and then the reroll for the other failed wound. So 1 additional, just 2 more damage. That's all it was.
Yes.
Pull that guy and the spotter. Obviously, we need the guy who loads it to still operate. And we're gonna go down the table to these Void Weavers. And together with both of their prisms and shuriken cannons, we actually get the Thunderbolt down to 1 wound. Did pretty good. Actually, the shuriken cannons did 6 themselves. Not so bad, but that is a very thick aircraft. And that's pretty much it for shooting. So we can't deal with it this turn. So we get 1 more turn of nonsense. And then we go to charging. Jumping into combats here, the Swooping Hawks and the Striking Scorpions. The Scorpions, led by Karandras, charge into the Kriegsmen, trying to make way through the screens of Mans. Then we have the Tantalus and some Witches and Venoms charging in over here. We did some more wounds with the Tantalus. It rolled well enough to got that thing up to 6 wounds on it. And then we're going to do a charge with the Mandrakes, trying to get to the carriages. What do we need up here?
I don't know.
All right, fair. Not a 4. Not a 4, so they're going to have to work on that later.
Okay.
Well, it means we're gonna go ahead to start fighting. Let's go. We got a bunch of pain tokens down. One on the Tantalus, one on the Witches.
Yep.
And then that's it for you.
Oh.
We forgot to charge this venom in. Boom. I assume that's not going to be a pain token.
No.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and resolve this fight. And with a quick resolution, the Tantalus and the Raider take out this Chimera.
With some help from the Witches.
And the Witches. And obviously the Witches and the Succubus take out the remaining Kriegsmen in there as well. Yeah. Any damage on this Chimera?
Nope. And then over here I did a couple of...
One wound. Yeah.
Just one damage. Not a big deal. That means we get to move on to the Swooping Hawks, the Striking Scorpions, and Karandras. Now, with the combined might of the Swooping Hawks, which we don't expect to do much, and the Striking Scorpion squad, we take out 6 Kriegsmen only, sadly. But we have Karandras to attack with Ishirmathil. It's his fancy chainsword. It's hard to pronounce. 8 attacks on 2s with sustain, so they all hit because of the 1 miss. I haven't used Strand of Fate here yet. I was saving them for Karandras, so there we go. 1 more hit. Sorry, not Strand of Fate, but the expert fighters, the master crafted stuff. Yeah. 2s, 2 wound. Oh, look at all those devastating wounds. And the reroll, nice. So it's going to be 4 saves and then 5 devastating wounds afterwards.
Oh, what's the AP?
Those are AP 2, I think. Or AP 1 damage.
Or 6 up.
Die, guardsman. Nice.
Then how many?
Oh, total of 9. That doctor coming in, 2 saves?
3.
Oh, 3 of them. Nice. Oh, yeah. 5. So he does the same work that the other 2 squads do. 2.
3, 4, up, and then these 2 guys can.
All right, so we're left with pretty much just the command and some servitors.
Well,
and a couple models.
There's 1, 2.
Oh, yeah, they're all buried in there.
Yeah.
Retaliation is 2 slain striking scorpions. And forgetting about the quartermaster and his servitors will finish off, unfortunately, the striking scorpions. They charged into their death, but the Phoenix Lord still lives. And that is the end of Sector 1, Round 1. We are down 9,000 seconds. We only have 31,000 seconds to go as we go to the next sector. But Scary and I get to pick, though. We get to pick the next one.
I know which one we'll do, Luca.
I think we already decided we're going to do the main battle line for sure. We obviously have our large Titan here. We have all the Wraith Guard lined up. We're ready to hit these fools. Yeah. Try and get through how many super heavies? 1, 2, 3, 4 super heavy.
3,
5,
6, 9, 12, 15,000 tons
of super heavies.
Super heavy.
Yeah, good luck to us, I guess. The command phase over here for the Eldar side of things, the spirits here, I left this model here to remember, will bring back to life one of the Wraith constructs of the 2 we lost earlier. Our Farseer is going to attempt Fortune. Hey, 2 up. That will go on the big Titan. -1 to wound until our next turn. That's called Fortune if I didn't say it properly earlier. And that's from that Farseer down there. Not near the objectives with our Guardians for any extra Fortune dice. The Farseer Skyrunner. Oh, that's not him there. Where the heck is he? Sorry, he's over here, the other Skyrunner unit. I thought I got confused. The Autarch is over there with his banner of war. We are going to guide this Revenant. Phantom Titan on a 2-up.
He's a killy ghost.
Hey, look at that. So we are going to conjure the might from these 2 Farseers to encapsulate this Eldari construct in, I don't know, more power. In murder. So he rerolls all hit rolls and -1 to wound. Each Skyrunner unit has a Warlock Skyrunner, and they are going to choose to give their units protection, which is just stealth. So stealth on both of those squads as well. And nothing on the Drukhari side of things for the command phase. Nope. So we go right to movement. The Orange Legions move forward of Craftworld Eldar. Most of our contents in the Wave Serpents do get out. We got Fire Dragons, Dire Avengers, and all of the Wraith constructs moving towards the Imperial lines. The only thing to really note is your Vrain's transport with the Vizark just took up the position of another Wave Serpent. They are going to wait before they come out. All of the Skyrunners are just moving around, getting to better line of sight to their targets and range of the Farseer's abilities, and all the scatter lasers and shuriken weapons they are equipped with. Vipers just move to the crest of the building to get better line of sight. The Phantom is going to stay still. And what do we got for the Drukhari side of things?
Archon Skari staying inside of his Tantalus, just moving up into the middle of the battlefield. Both beast packs moving up to try and engage guardsmen that might be dislodged from their transports. The Reaver jet bikes swooping around the side to try to take out that Hydra, because that thing is annoying, as well as Ravagers and other guns moving in towards the battlefield to shoot as best they can down at the armored column of guardsmen.
We got a bunch of paint tokens down. We got Ravager, the bikes, Tantalus.
Both Raiders and the Reaper, which is a legend.
Ooh, we actually brought the Reaper, eh?
Yeah.
Very good, okay. Not bad. Good to see what a Reaper. I haven't seen that in a long time. I think we want to start with the Phantom Titan. I'll let Scary choose where this is all going.
Time.
It's Phantom Titan time. This is kind of what we've been both waiting for
so
here.
the D-Bombard and the Phantom Pulsar are just going to go straight for that big guy.
Those are just both the big guns.
That's right.
And they're going to go for our Warlord Titan friend here. We currently have 4 damage on him.
Okay.
96 to go.
Okay. I only have 55 wounds on my Phantom, so I'm trying to...
Ooh.
My
Fair.
one wound is kind of a big deal. And reroll all hit rolls.
Yes.
And
he
dice
is.
fixing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
It's kind of silly.
yeah.
Ours,
Actually,
weirdly...
he doesn't,
Yours is way cheaper though, too,
I don't
I
think
think,
he has
right?
Strands of Fate as an ability. Oh, he does.
See, our Titans get army rules.
Yes, they do.
They get Eldar, the clear Eldar rules.
Well,
Totally fair.
to balance this out, we get a stratagem. It's just reinforcements. We'll just bring another one on when this one dies, because that's how the Imperium
Platoon
rolls.
only.
Your little Warhound Titan can show up in the carcass of your old one.
All right, so with Guide and not Protect, but the other one I can't remember on him. Fortune, thank you. He's sitting pretty here. What about those like little shoulder guns?
Yeah, so he's got the Void Storm missile launcher. So I'm going to be shooting that at this unit of auto cannons.
Yep.
There. And then we're going to have, should be 48 inches. Hold on. Don't take anything for granted in big apocalypse games.
Oh, actually might be out of range. Yeah.
So close.
He could have moved, I guess, if he wanted to, but we don't want to move
he
him.
didn't move. So instead of that, he's just going to go hit this Hellhound over here with that. Yeah.
Quickly resolve the smaller shots on the Hellhound. We just did 6 damage to it.
Yep.
We're going to resolve the big shots on the Warhound now. What are we starting with?
We'll start with the Phantom Pulsar.
Which I don't actually know which one that is. It's probably that weapon
that's
there.
That's the long one.
Oh, this is the Pulsar?
That is a
All right, we're going to Pulsar it up.
Okie dokie. 8 shots with the Phantom Pulsar, hitting on 3s.
But we have Guide.
Guided as the fate has been spoken. These are strength 18, so 3s to wounds.
And we have...
That will be 5 saves.
Do we re-roll one of these ones or no?
No, because I want to try and get a devastating wound on the other one.
Oh, I see. 5 of invulns on his Void Shields. Oh, very good. You make 3.
Nice roll.
Void Shields deflect most of it, but the Titan itself takes 12 damage. And the other big gun. Is it only a single
D-Bombard.
shot?
No, it's D6.
Oh, okay.
So it could be big. It could be
2
shots.
Pew, 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 pew. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling.
hitting on 3s.
Oh,
okay.
well, that's pretty fancy.
I was hoping I'd get that for.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's use.
Can we use one at a time? Do we have
Yeah,
to do
we
it
do
yet?
one at a time here. So 1, that's a wound.
Do you want to risk to re-roll it? We have it available still.
No, I don't want to use
All right,
it.
fair.
I want to.
So then we automatically make this a 6.
No.
Yeah. So these things do have Strand of Fate. So we're going to use one of our 5 Fate dice. And because there's a Farseer nearby, you don't actually use whatever the numerical value of the die is. You just automatically make it a 6, so it is devastating wounds.
Devastating.
How much damage is it, though?
2d6.
All right, so this is 2... I guess, yeah, you can do this, the devastating
2d6 plus then a save. Actually, let's take the
Yeah,
save
let's see. Save says 5 up.
Nope.
No, so it's going to be
Okay.
46 damage. And it
How
takes
many?
an additional 7
10,
plus 11.
18
Ooh.
damage.
All right. After everything is said and done, the Warlord has 34 out of 100 wounds on him. So we're getting there. 66 to go. We are going to try and pop this Gorgon. We're going to use the Wraith constructs here with their Wraith cannons. They do have the spirits here leading them, so they're lethal as well. 9 shots with their Wraith cannons on 4s. They are lethal because of the spirits here.
3s because they are being led by the spirits here.
And +1 to hit, but it didn't matter. I am going to use a re-roll for the Eldar stuff. And that is a wound already. These are 3 to wound to strength 14. 5 saves at -4. 5 up invulns.
Oh, 2 go through only.
Great roll. And they take 12 damage. The Spirit Seer's Shuriken Pistol clearly did nothing. Only 8 wounds remain on the big guy here. So we're going to just try and Bright Lance it to death. And we tried to take this out with an assortment of different Bright Lances and Dark Lances.
Yep.
Pretty much whiffed with most of them until we got to this final Wave Serpents. Bright Lance finally takes it out, failed an invuln save. Now, does it explode?
Does it blow up? Dun, dun, dun.
No, not quite. We finally got rid of it, though. 20 and they're 30.
There are 20.
A lot more than guards. We'll be right back.
Yeah, so it's 20 Death Corps, Quartermaster Cadre, and a command squad.
Damn
So
right.
many.
Yeah.
We disembark most of the contents there, and the Gorgon is removed. Goodbye, big
Goodbye,
piece.
Gorgon.
Look at this, all this play space we make when we destroy these giant vehicles. Only 2 of the Kriegsmen died during that whole debacle. And then we move along to other shooting. We have our Falcon trying to work on this Baneblade?
It's like a Bane hammer.
Bane hammer?
That's
It's a variant of some
Shadow
Shadow hammer.
hammer or something like that, yeah.
ridiculous. Anyways, I got a wound with the Pulsar and the Shuriken Cannon.
So one.
2 Pulsar wounds and 1 Shuriken Cannon wound.
Two saves at AP 3 from the pulsar.
So that is 5
ups.
ups.
So 2. So
2d6
that'll be
damage.
2d6 damage.
You can roll that scar, it's fine.
So it takes 7 damage and 1 armor save at AP 1. Yay!
Nice
8
2 damage there. Yep. Oh, we actually got quite a bit of damage. That will give the 5 fire dragons that got out of it reroll wound rolls against it. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. 3s to hit.
They're numbers.
1 reroll. 5 super with the dragon fusion gun, but we get full rerolls. Oh, very nice. Just 2. 2 6-ups.
Nope.
Ooh, very close. AP4 coming in big. Those are melt of 3, so it's 2d6. Well, disregard that die. Anyways, 7. It's 13 damage.
13 more.
Also, it's a Storm Blade. He's got 3 remaining wounds. We're gonna try and take him with the D size. Super weird gun now. Well, I remember what this used to be.
It used to be so good.
Are you talking about like way back?
Yeah,
Strength D
yeah,
Flamer at -1 on the chart?
it's
Yeah, but they're all
wild.
flamers. Nasty.
It's not.
Okay, so they rolled a monumental 22 attacks and stuck 3 wounds? 3 wounds. And we just failed 2 of them. There's 1 more wound to go
6
from the
up.
D scythe.
Oh,
AP4.
got it.
The weirdest gun, guys.
Does he explode?
Deadly Demise?
Oh,
No. We get rid of
He implodes.
He implodes. It's D6 shots hitting on 4, strength 10, AP4, 1 damage. And makes up a lot of room. Very good. Now we got to deal with small threats. What are these little guys called?
Cyclops.
The Cyclops.
We have 3 Cyclops. So all of the Vipers took out 2 of the Cyclopses, and then some of the Guardians in the back tried to finish off the last one. And then we have to roll to see if they explode.
They deadly demise on a 4+ though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll roll it.
Start with that
this
one there.
over here.
So we'll start.
So that one doesn't. Roll the second one.
Second one. He does.
Ooh, and then just roll this one up too.
He does.
Oh, and they're all Deadly Demise 1, eh?
Yep.
That's right. So everything
Boom,
within
boom.
6 of those.
And our Autar-led scatter bike squad took out the autocannon heavy weapon team on the objective. And I think what'd your Reaper just do?
So my Reaper and this Dark Lance finished off this Hellhound.
Yeah, it only had a few wounds left. Did we do a Deadly Demise for
We
you?
did. It did not explode. It just gets from.
All right, we have taken out 1 more Hellhound. Taking out all the little tanks. Then we're going to try and focus on some of these infantry here. I got Dire Avengers in range just to hit them up. All right, they're going to go for the Kriegsmen. Those guys are going to go for the giant super heavy tank, which I don't know the
That
name
is
of.
a
Stormhammer! But first, we do them. And the combined might of the Dire Avengers, the first squad takes out 6 there, and then I contemplated going for them again. I said, screw it, we got beast packs, we got lots of options there. So they volleyed into the tank and only did 2 damage. But they're all lethal, so it wasn't that bad of a gamble. So we did some of the rest of the shooting, the 3 War Walkers, and the remaining Wave Serpent I had over here, and the Shuriken Cannons on the Wraith Knight into the big super heavy tank, getting it up to...
With a Tantalus.
And a Tantalus helping out, getting it up to 12 wounds. There was 1 more wound from this Bright Lance from those Guardians. That's the last thing.
It does. D6 plus 2.
They rolled a 3 or 4. Gotcha, yep. 6 damage. He's at 18 suffered. That's it for my firepower.
Yeah.
We moved on to...
So these Dark Lances, this one and the
Ravager.
Raptor, have done 11 damage to this
Hydra.
Hydra!
That's right.
Destroys him, and it is not a deadly demise. But he is rendered, well,
2
unable
heat
to keep this
lances
fight.
into this Hellhound. 1
1.
hit, pain token. 2, wounding on 3s. 1 at AP4.
Oh, that's going to fail.
That is AP. It's melt to 3, so that's 5 damage.
Nice. No further damage there. The last thing.
The Death Jester is going to precision. He's going to shoot
The
at the Kriegers over here to try to take out the Marshal.
Stellan in that one.
The
Marshall's in this
no,
one
The Castellan,
here.
the Castellan, yes. Hitting on. Oh, that's a sustain.
Ooh, we got 4 hits.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, sustains another emoji pick.
And 2's to wound. So that's 1 devastating wound.
So
it'd
2
be
saves.
2 saves at AP1.
So
5 ups, I assume?
yep, 2 5 ups.
Oh, it passes a both.
And
that'll
then-
just be 2 damage from the devastating
Feel no pain.
wound.
Doctor!
Well done.
2
So
damage. You almost took out the Marshal, though. This
Almost
refractor
did.
field kicked in at the right
It's a
time.
quartermaster, I believe.
Oh,
I thought
quartermaster.
you were targeting Castellan.
The Castellan.
No, Castellan's the
This
one with
guy?
gold stripe, yeah.
Okay, nice.
He's the one that gives orders, part of the command squad there.
Yeah.
Want to kill him. Want to kill him.
2 wounds to the left, and that's it for shooting on our end. We just got a bunch of charges to resolve. The Wraith Knights and 1 Beast Pack charged the Kriegsman that disembarked. This Beast Pack actually hasn't rolled. Oh, wait, that
No, it
Beast
did.
Pack failed to charge.
Failed this charge. Yeah.
These bikes failed their charge, and then
Fire dragons and-
my Fire Dragons charged the Kriegsman, and the Wraith Guard charged the Super Heavy Tank and that Chimera? Or is that a...
That's a salamander.
Salamander. That'll be it for charges. Pain token on the Beast Pack, and that's about it. He sweeps through them and gets 10 wounding hits, and the Quartermaster cannot keep any of them alive at 2 damage each. And then the Beast Pack and Beastmasters take over next, and I think we're left with
Just the quartermaster.
just the Quartermaster with a couple wounds remaining. Not bad, okay.
Fight back.
Oh yeah, a lot of fighting back. So the Beast Pack takes no damage back, and then on to this very important combat line over here. I killed, 2 Kriegsmen?
Three Kriegsmen.
3 Kriegsmen. I lost my Exarch and a Fire Dragon, and then no damage. I did a damage to the Salamander and nothing to that thing. Turns out our close combat phase is a lot quicker than our shooting phase.
It was a lot faster.
Yeah, so
How many seconds that took?
well, actually I don't know. I have to look. I wouldn't know what to tell you.
Now it's their turn.
We have a timer somewhere else.
We do.
They have all of this to resolve in their whole turn now. Your command phase, you got a bunch of orders to relay. What are we thinking?
So, Commissar's going to give the fixed bayonets order to his squad of Kriegsmen.
Gotcha.
The Castellan and the Chimera there is giving the take aim order to the Thud guns.
The Thud guns.
And then I'm just going to fall back. I'm not worried about that one.
All right, gotcha. Fair.
Duty and honor.
And then
duty and honor.
we go to the movement phase where we just might as well see that desperate escape on him. He's surrounded, so on a 1 or 2 he's dead. Otherwise he slinks out of there. What'd you get over there?
1.
He died. I got him.
He salutes.
He salutes and he dies. Sorry, James.
There's a better thing. Because Hellhounds are just going to...
Yeah, we're gonna
So he's going to die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Set the aliens on fire. He just stood there while it happened.
He's holding them there. To,
On my target.
On my target. Yeah, he's literally parrying birds and fighting birds fire on my target.
That dumb little thing there trying to zip around, he's holding onto that hoverboard going, no. You stay right here. I got you for 3 minutes.
That's a hero of the Empire. Movement isn't going to be too dynamic. We're just going to shift around a few of the tanks to make room for a few more
tanks?
Like I said, not really much change. Just kind of shifting around a few of the tanks here and there, driving up with them. And now it's time to hit the big red button on literally every single one of these vehicles. And by the big red button, I mean they all say fire. We decided to start it off with all 3 artillery
What a
squads.
volley it was.
It was Thud guns, whatever those are.
Those are heavy mortars.
Heavy mortars and regular mortars, just all trying to pound the Guardians and the Farseer with Fortune and Dust. Apparently we don't like putting Fortune on the giant Phantom Titan. That accomplished killing 7 or 6 of them, it looks like.
I think
7.
it's 8 of them total.
I got 3 standing,
Oh, 8,
so 7 died.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. That means we're going to move on to some of the super heavies. The Shadow Sword. We're eyeing up our Wraith Knight friend on the front line here. Can't remember what the actual
Volcano
turrets.
cannon.
The Volcano
Volcano
Cannon
cannon.
actually landed a devastating wound, which does 11 damage because of Wraith form on the Wraith Knight. He's got 5 wounds left. The Heavy Bolters did...
Killed 4 of my Reaver jet
Oh,
bikes.
that's
what they
nasty,
did.
actually. That's really good. And the last cannon's bounced off his 4-up invuln save. Moving on, we had the Macarius finish off the Reavers with the Heavy Bolters, and this big turret bounced off the Wraith Knight, luckily. And then we turned our attention to the Beastmaster and his pack. They got...
He killed all the puppies.
All the puppies are dead?
All the puppies are dead.
Every single one's dead.
Every single one of my
It took
pets.
Hellhound, Chimera, Salamanders, and this thing there
no,
as well.
Salamander didn't shoot yet.
He hasn't
that,
shot yet.
okay, not him then. But yeah, we got the Beastmaster. The Eldari front line is absorbing a lot of firepower. The Stormblade, I believe it's Stormblade, right?
Stormblade.
Up next, las cannons bounce off the Wraith Knight. The freaking plasma turret does only 3 damage to the Wraith Knight. 1 got through. And the Heavy Bolters trying to clear out the trenches a little bit, down to 1 Guardian and the Farseer. The Farseer, as long as he lives, we're happy.
Plasma guns into the Wraith Knight.
Oh, sure.
Then no hazardous needed. Well, sorry, we passed our hazardous check. But our Wraith Knight still lives, barely. And the drama increases. Whatever the heck that is.
Tank destroyer.
The Tank Destroyer bounces right off the Wraith Knight and the heavy weapon squad with las cannons. We get 1 through, and he rolls a 1 on the damage reduced, making it 2 damage reduced to 1. He's at 1 wound left. Onto the Baneblade now. We're putting everything into the Wraith Knight other than the Demolisher Cannon. That went somewhere else.
Shoots back on the
It was shot at the Hemlock Wraith Fighter. Actually did 5 damage to him.
It was not bad.
And 1 last cannon stuck a wound, so we're down to our Shimmer Shield. Oh, there he goes. Boom. He is overwhelmed, and he falls over humbly. But a hero of the Eldar forces. After the Wraith Knight goes down, we just had some smaller shooting to resolve. That Devil Dog, not Devil Dog, but it was
Hellhound.
The Hellhound went over there. And the rest just kind of picked on the Wraiths, couple damage there. What's this thing called?
Stormhammer.
The Stormhammer has 8 las cannons and that giant turret and the twin-link demolisher.
Not twin-link battle cannon.
Battle cannon. Took out 1 Viper, did not deadly demise, and then the rest of the las cannons missed and then you did 6 damage to the Falcon, I think.
Yep.
And that was pretty much it for shooting. Nothing else to really resolve.
They don't want to charge anything. So
No charging, so
fight.
we're just gonna resolve some piddly fights here, and that'll be the end of this area. And then the Fire Dragons lose their lives against the Kriegsmen, and nothing really happens here whatsoever. That is the end of this sector. We're gonna move on to the next sector. We're now down 16,200 in second, 200 and seconds.
We got 2,400 seconds left.
That's exactly it, and we're not on pace.
We are on pace.
We are on pace. 40,000 seconds.
That's right.
So to determine who is going to act first in the 3rd section at the... Oh, what do they call it? I can't remember right now. The portal. Webway Gate. Thank you very much. I don't know. It happens. There's so much going on. My brain is not working. Portal. What'd I say?
Wraith
Portal. Wraith Portal. Whatever. Wraiths came out of it. It's Portal. It works. We're going to look at who is getting annihilated more, and then we're just going to vote all together who gets to go. The roll-offs are the first 2. So for the Eldari side of things, we're down a Revenant, Crimson Hunter, Wraith Knight, and it's like a bunch of random infantry and bikers and stuff. But 2 biggies. And we got a Baneblade chassis. I don't know what that one's called. I can't remember. That thing. These are all Legends things. I wouldn't know what these were if you had a gun to my head. So I'd be no chance on this one. 2 big things, a bunch of random infantry, and 4 tanks. The Eldar side of things, we've lost 2,500 points. Over here, it's probably around like 1,200, 1,300. If I had to guess.
A lot of infantry.
Now, it's still a vote, though. It's still a vote. It's just pointing out what we've lost collectively. Josh is saying that he's lost a third.
I lost a third of my 3,500 point model.
That's true, which has no effect on the game.
Not at all. However.
Yes, it does.
No,
It's
it
going to
doesn't.
definitely be a big thing.
That's true. That's true.
Your super buffed thing is also untouched.
That was your choice.
Well, sure. That was your choice to have your models die for... Yeah.
We could have shot your big super heavy tanks. We wanted to go for.
Yeah,
I don't think.
It sounds a lot like you guys decided you were going to have it be on point. You're like, we're going to kill that stuff and just take a bunch of wood off the big...
That's true. Okay. Obviously.
Cool fact. I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, my vote
It's
is.
more grim for the Imperium. Most definitely.
My vote is the Eldar go next.
1,000 points worth of Lehman Rusters show up.
Well, you know what, James? What's your opinion on this one? What are you thinking?
My completely unbiased opinion says we go first because we won the initial
I think
roll
we
off.
just do a roll off.
Oh, that's fair. If it's 2v2.
I say either do a roll off or you have a third party come in.
I think we do a roll off.
I didn't hear Josh's. I
was
didn't
going
hear.
to say we could have a third party come in,
Oh, we could.
but the disadvantage is whatever third party comes in, I'm technically the supervisor of, and I'm going to yell at them. So that's not
All right.
fair either.
We'll do a roll off. We'll get a third party involved, but I think we're gonna end up doing a roll off. Big Jim, we need you. So Big Jim has probably heard the arguments. Okay, we've lost
Name the losses.
2,400 points of stuff. We're trying to determine who's going to go first over
On
here.
the table over there.
2,400 points of stuff over there, and then they lost about 1,200 points of stuff. Now the contentious point is the 3,500 point Warlord Titan has about 30% of its wounds remaining, or lost. It still has 66-ish remaining. However, it has no mechanical effect on it. It's still at full strength.
Except for when it dies later.
Now let me. It has 100 wounds. It has literally 100 wounds, and it only dies at 0. So it's...
But with only 2 tables activating, and really only one thing shooting at it, we lost a third of its wounds.
Now, you don't have to side with anyone, because in the end, we'll just do a roll-off, unless you want to make the call who goes first over there.
Look at the tables and see how it looks.
I'll give you a second.
And also take in mind they have 3,000 points worth of tanks and another Titan still to come.
We
Which
were
is-
able to fit our stuff on the board, so we're down like a third of our points trying to play this game right.
Which is pretty much saying they're going to win whichever sector they end up showing up on with those tanks, in so few words. So the verdict is...
Alright, roll off.
Yes!
That works.
All right. Are we doing a 2d6 roll-off?
Yeah, 2d6 roll.
All right. No nonsense, Gary. No nonsense. Oh, that doesn't count.
Okay, 6. Okay.
You had 6 total.
Okay.
Oh, that's a bad start. Oh, okay. Imperium takes it. Imperium's going to go first over here. For bondsman abilities on that portal area, I can't remember. Webway, thank you. There's one little squire for every knight here, so pretty much whatever squire is
close
nearest to their
Yep,
knight. Yeah,
that's where they
that's
are.
the bondsman ability to
Most
get.
of them do.
I understand. And that's pretty much it. We're going to go to movement. Because it's mostly Josh's knights here. Josh's Valkyrie that's under the control of James. So the knights break out. We keep the armigers, sort of the Helverins, in their deployment zone where they're deployed, so they get anti-fly 2 up. And everything's just getting awkwardly close to these aircraft and everything. However, the Valkyrie in hover mode comes down this way, poops out the Grenadiers, and we're eyeing up the Farseer and that single Guardian over there, and obviously these Mandrakes. Kill the alien! And then I should point out that our Marauder bomber, who's precariously on the table, has shown up here. He's a big boy.
Oh god, it's a little base.
Yeah, look at that little base. Look at that little base he's got. It's such a heavy model.
It's like fallen over so many times.
It's like it's like thick resin, not hollow.
Pure resin.
Pure resin. Yeah. So that model probably weighs like 8 pounds, maybe 4 kilos, 3 kilos.
Sick drilling out the post.
I felt ill.
Drilling the resin. I'm like, this is a bad idea.
Marauder bomber. What are we splitting these shots?
Bomber. We're gonna put the Hell Strikes into the flyer right here.
The Void Raven. Yep.
Yep. Don't like that thing. Or actually, is it anti-fly?
The Hell Strike missiles.
Those bikes fly, don't they?
Yes, they do. Lots of things in the Eldar Force fly. And everything else in the bikes?
I'm just going to put everything into the bikes, whatever, because they have fly.
Yes.
So, cool. Let's just try to get rid of those. I don't like Psychers.
There's a Farseer Skyrunner leading that unit. I don't have a Warlock to protect them. Now, all of the weapons, the 2 assault cannons, the heavy bolters, all the autocannons, only took out 3 of the Wind Riders, leaving the... Thank you. Yep, leaving the Farseer to eat the 1 missile that was shot at him, and he instead of rolling a save, he's going to use a 5 on a Strand of Fate to pass it. Which I should show off, by the way. I rolled 6 initially, rolled like 4 1s and 2 2s, re-rolled it in a 5. I have 2 6s and a 3 remaining because I used the 1 earlier on the dev wound. Well, that is it for the Marauder Bomber. We take it off the table when we don't need to fire at it.
He's so nervous.
We're going to go ahead and resolve some of the small Warglaive Helverins firing because they're all anti-fly. And we're going to try and bully some of these aircraft?
Yeah.
And we're trying to keep the damage efficient. So each Helverin shot at a different aircraft because each one was bringing them down to 1. So the fighter down to 1.
He's got 3 left.
Bomber at 3. And that fighter at 1. Wow, that was really good shooting from them. Really. That's their thing.
Fly too.
I know, that's their thing. But
Fly, then,
it's nice to see it work. Before we try and finish off those aircrafts, we did some shots over here. The Grenadiers took out 5 of the Mandrakes.
Yeah, they went down.
And then the Valkyrie, I believe it's Valkyrie, shot at the Farseer and the Guardian because we just want to take out that Psyker. 1 missile and 1 last cannon got through. But the missile first, which is AP
0.
Oh, then we fail it. And then it means the Guardian dies and the Farseer has to take the las cannon. So it's a 4-up invuln save. No Strand of Fate here. We already used it. Oh! It was a 6. Damage. Table rolled over. What do you got? Enough 4. To die there. 4. Boom! He's only got 4 wounds. There goes our Psyker.
They got him.
And then we come back up to the plateau, and we're firing at my Wave Serpent here with the Fire Drakes in it.
Took 4 from the giant melted cannon.
Oh, that's terrifying.
So 4 invul saves.
Luckily, we have a bunch of invuln saves. And 2 from the rocket pod afterwards. So here's the thermal cannon. Boom. Ooh,
3 go through.
3 are going to go through there.
12 damage, I think.
You're dead.
So we're dead. Does it explode? No. So it goes down. We only took one mortal wound. We're going to put on the Exarch because he is stuck with the Flamer, and that's not going to help us over here. So they're all 1 wound models now. Moving on to the Castellan now. We're split firing all the meaningful guns at the Wraith Knight.
The Meltas into that plane, the Siege Cannon into that plane.
Oh, they're all really hurt. See if we can just pink them off.
Nobody into
Very efficient from the Castellan. The Siegebreaker turret and the Melta guns take out both of the aircraft, and now we're going to roll up all the fancy stuff against the Wraith Knight.
Volcano Lance. 3 shots.
Ooh, power for 3 there. These should be just 3s to hit, I guess.
Indeed.
Ooh.
They hit straight 18.
3s to wound. With a reroll if you need it.
I'll take
there
a
it is.
reroll and wound.
And then, 2 of them. Invulns, 4 up. Eldar stuff.
I hate you.
And for the Plasma Decimator, 2 end up sneaking through in the Wraith Knight's Wraith form does reduce it down to 4 damage in total, and we passed our hazardous check. Forgot the Shield Breakers, these are fun. Oh, both hit! And these are anti-Titanic 4 up, devastating wounds. Ooh, we used the 1, and just roll the damage up.
Yeah, D6 plus 1.
It would be D6.
So 5.
Yep. He's still alive. Acheron takes out the other bomber. We're left with 1 single bomber on this side. Combined might of that Warglaive and the Cascadator take out this last Drukhari aircraft. No nonsense in the air over here. We fight on the ground. I like it. Very good. We move on. This Warglaive. Is that a Warden?
This is the Warden, yeah.
That's a Warden. So the Warglaive and the Warden tried to take out the Wraith Knight, and his Shimmer Shield deflecting most projectiles other than a couple rounds, bring him down to 7. And then we're going to have our Paladin try to finish him off with the Rapid Fire Battle Cannon.
Battle Cannon there. We'll put the Autocannons into the Hellions.
Stubbers in there.
And Stubbers into...
into
because
the-
these are 2 ones, right?
Incubi.
Incubi.
We lose a couple of the Hellions, the Klavex goes down, and a massive rapid-fire battle cannon shell is deflected by the Shimmer Shield. And of 6 wounds, only 1 of them gets through, and he's at 5 remaining health on the Wraith Knight. And he's still living. That means we're going to go to the charge phase. My poor Dark Reaper is being charged by this Warglaive. The Acheron goes into the Incubi.
The other Warglaive failed its charge.
Oh yeah, that Warglaive failed his charge. And we got lucky on our... Ooh, I don't want to knock over that Revenant. I almost did. This Warden? No, not the Warden. That's an Errant.
That's the Errant, yeah.
The Errant failed his charge into the
Errant.
Fire Dragons. Yeah. And then the Paladin charged the Venom here. And we're going to go right to fighting. I assume it doesn't really matter where you want to start.
I've got the dice for here.
Oh, we're going to beat up some Incubi. The Acheron cuts down 7 of them. 6 of them, I mean. There's 3 remaining. The Paladin, of course, beats up the Venom, and one of the witches does not survive that escape, and no deadly demise. And the one roll I wish I recorded in this game, the Dark Reaper is being attacked by the Warglaive. 10 wounding hits from his chain weapon. 9 5-up saves.
That doesn't even kill anyone if you put it on the egg.
I'm going to put on the Exarch. The Exarch has 1 wound on him. He didn't kill a single elf. And our retaliation did nothing back at all. In the Incubi, nothing. The witches weren't piled into. But that does mean we get to go now.
Yes, we do.
And try and hit these knights back. We lost 4 aircraft.
We did.
And we lost a lot there. So to the command phase for us, very simple. We have a Farseer on the ground, and we have that living Farseer on the Skyrunner. So he's going to do Fortune, and then we're going to do Guide. So Fortune first. Ooh, Fortune fails. And then Guide. I'll reroll that. Oh, look at that. We failed both of our 2-up saves. Now, luckily, they don't actually take mortal wounds because they're like immune to perils as Eldar. As we defend the Webway portal, we've taken a pretty big hit for the Knights and we explode out from our deployment zone. Every element of our force moving towards the Knights to try and match their aggression and hopefully match their damage they did to us as well. And we have to deal with that Marauder bomber still. So we threw it back on the table just so we remembered to shoot at it. Move the Dark Reapers out of combat, and then all the Wraith Blades, the Fire Dragons, all the Harlequin elements, every Wraith construct just kind of advancing towards them. Not advancing, sorry, moving towards them, to use clearer vernacular, I suppose. The Scourge staying still for their heavy quality on their Haywire cannons. Some of the web spinners moving around a little bit to make room. And then, unfortunately, the Eldar weapon platforms do have to move because they're not even in range to shoot their D size, only 2 feet, so they had to move up a little bit and suffer the heavy on that. Go to the shooting phase now. We have to divvy out pain tokens. One on these Scourge with Haywire.
That unit, this unit, and then there's a Reaper over here that has 1, and then these Scourge back here.
Oh, the Scourge back there as well, yeah. Mostly on the Scourge and the vehicles. Okay, well, we have order of operations is important here. The Drukhari are going to take the lead on this one.
We definitely are. Let's start shooting some Ravagers at the Warglaives.
We're going for the Warglaives, eh?
Oh yeah, we have to kill all the small stuff.
To kill the small stuff, absolutely. We take out this Warglaive. It takes 2 Ravagers and a Reaper to take him out. The first 2 whiff completely. Josh made every save, and then this one just 100%'s it, like 22 damage or something ridiculous. We're gonna go with the Scourge Fire into Dark Lances with a Pain Token of that Warglaive right there. Let's see what we got. They didn't move, did they? No, they didn't. Doesn't matter, yeah.
Needs 3. 1 save.
So 1 on the save, takes 2
3
damage.
damage.
Oh, 3 damage. That's +2, that's right.
They're not a last count.
2 Feel No Pain.
Oh, wow, well done. We focus a lot of attention on the second Warglaive, but we just can't make it stick. Chronos, Venom, Crew, relevant weapons from the Drukhari Cavalry Warriors there and there. All of that, we got him down to 2 remaining wounds, and then some splinter weapons that went down to the Grenadiers.
These went into the... Mandrakes went into the Grenadiers, 3 died.
Oh, and the Mandrakes got 3 Grenadiers, very good.
No.
Sorry, not the Mandrakes, the Splinter Cannon is the one that did it way down there. Mandrakes will do later.
Yeah.
By later, I mean right now. They killed 2 more Kriegsmen with 1 dev and 1 failed save. Then we come back up here. We're gonna resolve the Fire Dragons. I think I have all 10 of them still because there's one on the Exarch. We're gonna try and go for the Paladin here. 9 of their little Melta weapons hitting on 3s, 1 reroll. Nice. 5s to wound rolling 1s, and in addition, just to doing a reroll. Oh, 3 had your invuln. 3, you reroll here if you want. Ooh, it did not help. So it's 6 damage plus 8, so 14 damage. Feel No Pain a bunch, he's down to 13. He actually only took 9. And this is the...
Nothing. These are
just the
little witch
witches?
pistols that
Gotcha.
have the lost pistols, so nothing. And then I have to like nothing.
Just a lot of little nothing
1
stuff.
arm save, no AP.
Nice. I'm gonna put more work on this Paladin so the Dire Avengers actually stick 5 damage on him with their lethal shots. And he took 1 or 2 extra damage from the surrounding witches, Cavalry Warriors, and not the Scourge, because we still have to fire the Web Spinners and the Scourge.
And the Harlequin bugs,
Harlequins.
the Titan.
Big guy.
The D cannons did shoot.
So the D cannons just shot. They shot at the, not the Akron, but that is the Akron. And we did like 8. We got him down to 18. He's got 18 wounds left.
10 and 8.
10 and 8. That works, I suppose. And then
We're gonna shoot at this.
the Marauder Bomber. That's right here. It's back. Are we shooting the Titan at it?
Oh, Wraith Lords.
Yeah, I got Wraith Lords to do missiles and all that. Rockets.
We got rockets on the Wraith Lords. We got all them. We got this guy, and then we'll see what we do with the Phantom and then the Night Spinners after we know how much damage it's.
We tried to have the 2 Wraith Lords do anything to the Marauder, but both the missiles just bounce off his hull. So we said, screw it, we're going with the Haywire Scourge. They take out the Paladin. That's what they're designed to do. Like, that was an easy, clean 8 damage. We got Revenant, Revenant and Marauder.
He's gonna try to take out this Marauder.
All of his weapons.
Because he's already taken a damage.
I think he's
down
taken
to
1.
19. Yeah.
Oh, nice. He took 1 damage. Excellent.
Everything.
Before we let the Titan do his magic, I do conjure 2 Eldritch Storms for the Marauder Bomber to try and fly through and did 8 damage? That's not too bad.
Like that,
2 Farseers. The Guardians did nothing with the weapon platform. So what are we doing here with this Revenant?
Well, the Revenant is just gonna shoot everything at the Marauder Bomber.
As it tries to fly away. Get it out of here, eh? All right.
12 shots with the pulsars, which are big guns that it has on the sides.
And no fancy psyche powers to help you out.
Now, hitting on 3s with I still have my fate,
Woo!
my super rerolls of stuff. Nice.
Super rerolls of stuff. Yes.
Yes. Super rerolls of stuff. And then I think it's strength decent. It's a Revenant pulsar, strength 14.
You're probably not T14.
So 3.
Yeah.
Or T10s.
So that would be 4 of them, but a reroll to wound here. So 5 at AP3.
5 ups.
And they're 2 damage each.
So I think that's
No,
6.
4 damage each. 4 damage.
So 12. That's a big
That's
deal.
a different number.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 remaining wounds, and then the other big gun.
Cloudburst missile launcher, 2d6 shots for 5 shots.
Very good.
Nicely done. Hitting on 3s as well, but I have used all my rerolls. So 3s, these are only strength 8.
5s.
So 5s to wound. That's 1. AP2, 2 damage.
4 up.
Go!
Oh.
Down he goes.
Crash a burn?
Does he explode?
If ever there was a time.
No.
Not today.
He leaves the battlefield.
And Josh's stress level has increased.
Marauder Bomber.
Fix it every time I use an armor.
That thing has fallen 3 times, 2 times.
It's now dead.
It has crushed Imperial Guard in the past. It has fallen itself and broken. No longer do we have to worry about it.
Okay,
Nice.
you ready for something cool?
Oh, I gotta do these scatter lasers. I forgot. I'm just gonna shoot this thing.
No, shoot this guy, and then I'll maybe shoot 1 haywire at it, and then we can kill it and bring the Incarn there.
That's what the
unless
plan
you
was.
want me to shoot the there, try kill that, bring the Incarn back there, and then go. You can go charge another one of those Hellbringer guys. I think that's a cool plan.
You know what? Let's see if we can take him out then. And if that fails, we'll go for the low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
First, we'll do all the haywire shots. We realize we still have 2 Night Spinners to go, which will be excellent cleanup for later.
Yep. So Haywire's hitting on 3s with Eldar Shenanigan rerolls. Very nice.
Oh yeah, you have the same reroll I do.
I
Yeah.
do.
We just let Scary have those Harlequins essentially.
And 4s with just 6 dev wounds into that guy.
Feel no pain. We made a couple feel no pains. He's got 8 wounds left. Let's go with Night Spinner number 1. He's gonna fire his Doomweaver over this way, and then his Shuriken just at that guy.
No,
whatever.
it's a catapult.
Oh, there's no range on them. Okay, so we're just gonna go over here. Doomweave number 1. It's gonna be 7. 3s to hit. We get to reroll 1 of those because Eldar nonsense. And I can see it. And devastate. Ooh, we're just gonna reroll that for twin links. Oh, nothing. Only 2 wounds.
Yep.
AP nothing. So no damage there. Josh passing both the saves. I'm gonna try. This is all we have left, eh?
Yeah.
So we're gonna try and take out that Warglaive right there. D6 plus 3, Doomweaver shots. 9 is promising. So I cannot see him. So we're hitting on 4s. Boop. And the reroll to hit. Oh, still missed that. And I need 6s. Or 5s, but we got
Reroll
the dev
everything.
there. Oh, there's a feel no pain. There's a feel no pain. That's right.
Yeah,
Aha. Ooh, a feel no. 1 save and then yeah. Do the save. These are 2 damage each.
Save first.
Do the save first. Do the save first. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, just 2 feel no pains. Eee, deadly demise. Boom. So there's been enough death on the battlefield that we summon the Incarn. There he is. We were debating on where to show up with him, and we'll be honest that we forgot that we wanted him on this part of the battlefield.
He's just been hiding away on a table.
But luckily, we remembered for this one.
And now
I guess we get to shoot his flamer because that doesn't happen at the end of the phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get that guy out. He's got 17 wounds. His swirling soul energy is D6. Ghost attacks plus 3. Breeze to wound. Ooh.
what are you talking about?
There's strength 7. No, I meant 5s. I meant 5s. I meant 5s. Josh fills both of them, and it'll be only 2 damage. We have a feel no pain. Take both?
Take both.
All right, 15 wounds left. They're fixed. I'm happy again. Let's go for some charges. The Incarn for the Warden. Roll a 5. He'll make it in. Hello.
I'm just gonna roll my Hellions on this side.
Boom.
And
Oh, yeah.
my Witches on this side.
These guys are all charging in
Hooray.
here. Just surrounding this Imperial Knight with some little crappy guys. We have Incubi and Archon, just a Archon. That's Archon Carl.
I'm gonna start moving these off too at the end of the 5 phases.
Oh, they're gonna go back in their Venoms, yep. The Harlequins are in there, and then we gotta roll up the Wraith Blades and the Wraith Knight. The Wraith Blades are gonna try and help out the Incarn here, I guess, or whatever, they're gonna go for this Knight here. They're gonna get killed at some point anyways. We're gonna roll 6 and fail. Then our Wraith Knight.
If you roll high enough and you kill him first.
That's true, he could pile in over there. We're gonna go for the Acheron. Hey, we get, a 5 is not super high, but 5 is like right up to there, if you wanna move him in.
Ow!
Yep, that'll happen. Hey, bing. We're gonna spin him around so he looks a little bit better. And I think that's kind of it. I'm not gonna charge with the Wraith Lords in the back. Just, they'll be for wave 2. We're gonna go to fighting. We're gonna try to resolve the bikes and the Incubi first here to see if we can take out this Acheron. Should note the Incubi are the only unit that gained a pain token for the Drukhari rule this turn. Or this phase. Jet bikes stick 2 damage. We're gonna see if the Incubi and the Archon can do a little bit better. Oh, they're there. They're tiny. They were able to get them down to 3. They did 10 damage to the Incubi and the Archon under the pain token. Now it's up to the Wraith Knight to try and take them out. I'll do my fun little 5 attack.
Yeah,
They're like
strike.
6 damage each or 8 damage each. Let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna strike at you. 6 attacks hitting on 4s because we're hurt. We're gonna re-roll a die. Nice. And 3s to wound. Ooh, only 1.
The reroll.
And 2.
The AP on this.
Enough to go to invuln.
Then you don't have an invuln.
Oh, then I gotta look. AP 3, 6 up saves. That is 12 damage.
Did he blow up?
Did you explode?
No, it's a 4. We take out the Acheron. And then sitting pretty. Tilt him back.
Beyond the Cyclops, I don't think we've had anything explode.
Yeah, not a lot of things. Sadly, not a lot of.
Like the big guys blow up.
And we have like all of these deadly demise things, and so many of them die too. We just haven't seen
Nothing
any
has
like
died,
no big explosion. And then the Incubi get to hop back
the
in
end
the
of the
Venom
fight phase.
at the end of the fight phase. The Incarn, I actually have to resolve him into the Warden. 5 attacks
enough of
with Vilith Azar, the Sword of Souls.
put in the other
2s to hit
hits, right?
with a reroll.
Okay.
Strength 12, we need 4s to wound. We got 3 of them. And fancy reroll. No, just 3. The AP4, they go right through, so it's
filthy.
It is. It's a filthy weapon. It's a filthy model. 3d6 plus 3 damage. So 9. Oh god. 15. 19 damage. We take 16 damage. 3 feelable pains are made. Got like 6 wounds left or something like that. Almost flipped. I rolled really, really well on the damage, so I could potentially one-shot a knight. Not likely though. Good showing though. Let's see what this knight can do back. We'll just get it just so we don't go back and forth. What do we got?
Reaper hitting on 4s because I should be.
Herded.
Yep.
He's got a hit.
Oh no.
And
on 3s.
3, that's a wound. We have, obviously, we're Eldar.
Four.
We're Eldar. We got a 4-up invuln. Oh! How much?
You take 3.
All right, well, we take, it's 6 damage, half to 3. And from this fight, we quickly resolve the fight with the, is this the Paladin?
Yep.
That's
I know,
That's the errant. So he killed 4 Corsairs and took 4 damage himself, or 2
For
damage.
Hellions, you mean?
Or Hellions, I mean Hellions, my bad. And from there, we go to the one last very important fight. It was Mandrakes fighting the Grenadiers.
I killed the Grenadiers, but the little character stayed alive.
Well, it's not character, it's the sergeant.
The Grenadier Sergeant still kicking. That there is the round.
That was the one squad that didn't have a character attached.
Gotcha. That is battle round 1 of an undetermined amount of battle rounds to go. Currently, what time is it?
It is 2:25.
So 2:30ish. All right, so two more hours since last time I noted. Okay, now we only have 16,660 seconds left or something like
We're
that.
behind schedule now.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have finished 1 battle round. And now, in theory, the rest of the ones will be quicker.
Yeah.
In theory. Oh, yeah, there's still like
It's more like a third of it.
It's like a third of the force in Russes and Warhound. Still
Third, you've got 10,000,
7,000 points or something.
there's
No,
7,000
no.
points in there? No, there's like 2,000.
No, I just mapped that on that.
Yeah.
Oh!
No, there's
about-
12 Russes.
12 Russes, Marcarius,
You have-
I
Warhound,
think 12
Vendetta.
Russes is like 200 each.
Yes, so it's about 3,000 points. It's a little over 10%.
Of our, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there we go. We got
10%
there.
of the total thing.
Yeah.
Ours is only 20,000.
That's right.
Yeah.
So 20%.
Haha, yes, the numbers keep changing. It was not a third. It is not 10%. It's around 22%.
Time still keeps on.
And the seconds are ticking down. We got to roll off to see who's going to go first and second round. So we're going to
That's
do
right.
everything we just did. We're going to do it one more time. We're going to roll off, and the winner of that roll off picks a section to activate, and we're going to resolve all the freaking nonsense in it. All right, the official box has been put on the table. Scar and I are starting out strong with a 9. 4.
We get to pick this.
I think it's the first one we won.
It's the first one we
Out of 3, it's not too bad, I
Again,
guess.
my shenanigans didn't work the first time.
No. Options are keep the fight on the plateau going strong. We gained a lot of momentum. We got the Incarn over there. Or keep pushing the main battle line forward into the facility. Or go for Operation Stop the Death Strike Missiles version 2, where we actually succeed, I hope.
Hopefully.
So I don't know. I'm indifferent. Do you want to do this one mostly?
It doesn't really matter to me. Like, I think maybe we should do the middle, and then if they want to shoot the missiles, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure people want to see the Death Strike
Yeah,
missiles
it'd be
too.
cool to see them.
We had one chance to stop them, so I don't really mind where we go. You want to roll it, or you just want to go in the middle?
No, or we do the zone with the knights again, just to kind of like kill some of the knights.
Free up Josh.
At the same time, if we go here, we could kill one of the death strikes and summon the Incarn over here because it'd be a new turn.
It would be a new turn. Yeah, we get the just
Bring the Incarn over
and support this part of the. Oh, no matter where we go, we can summon the Incarn. Unless that was that one over there.
Unless you want to do it over here. I don't know. It's fun.
After some contemplation, we are going to go right. We're going to play the plateau again.
Plateau!
Plateau, round 2, first section. We want to get this counter offensive of knights dealt with.
And it's our Webway gate. It's like,
Very
Oh,
true.
right.
And we get to fire the Revenant again. That guy's fun.
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to go up here. We get to Wombo combo after a fate die, so I rush the Guardians onto it at the end of the command phase, which is coming up shortly. It'll generate a fate die. I only have 3 on me, so I can use another one. Anyways, the Farseers, we have Guide and Fortune. We're going to attempt to buff the Revenant Titan again. So here's Guide from, well, that's the reroll hit rolls. That works. And here's Fortune, which is -1 to wound. Oh, that's the exact opposite of what I got last time. And then I'm going to spawn a Fate die from the Guardians on the objective. We got a 5 in the pool. We're going to go right to movement. There's not much more command phase to do here. The Hellions are leaving this zone.
Yep.
What about the witches? Or are they staying there?
Oh, they're getting out because I want to be able to shoot this with no penalty.
I would also like
They're
to shoot that with no
probably just
penalty.
You know, I'm gonna put them in a venom for next turn, so they're
Okay.
gonna hop out like this, maybe shoot not do nothing. Actually, they will. Never mind.
So the Ven moves over there, 5 witches jump back into it. Those Cavalry Warriors are sitting pretty there. I'll move the Fire Drakes, but they're just gonna stay in melt-up range
shoot
of
some stuff.
this Errant, of course.
Yeah.
Been playing a lot of Heresy. Those are Fire Dragons, not Fire Drakes. That's a different thing. And we just keep pushing the momentum. Yep, from one night to the next one.
This
Yep.
momentum is important as well. So.
The Wraith Knight is going to try and get in between both of them. We're obviously going to keep, what's his name in combat there?
We'll
the
just kill
Incarn.
summon it out of combat, and then it can charge in. And
That's true too, we can do that. Ravager comes there, and let's get excited for the Dark Reapers, who were able to shoot this turn. Wraith Blades, let's get these Wraith Lords pushing up too. And then Incubi and Archon Carl, or not
he's Surrogate Archon Scary.
Surrogate Archon Scary jumps out. The Venom will follow along with him, and here comes a couple Wraith Lords. If they get kills, they get Fate Dice. They just gotta get kills. That's the hard part. I don't got swords on my guys. I got big, broad hands. And we're gonna keep moving our weapon platforms just so they can actually have range to shoot things.
Go.
In fact, all 3 of them had to advance. They have literally no targets in range over here. So we keep our Guardians on the objective with the Death Strike missile right on them. There's red smoke, but they know what their duty is.
Right here.
There's another one ranging over there. They know what their duty is. And the Revenant just scoots over, staying in range with the Farseers and everything. Just advancing forward, the Dire Avengers, they got that old battle focus active on them still, which is nice. They can assault on their shurikens. And then we're going to move some Scourge in the back here and a couple Web Spinners. Just moving up with Scourge, just going to move the Web Spinners up a little bit, making room for both of them. Let's get better ranges on things. Whoosh, whoosh. That's pretty much it for movement. We're all piled up on the middle there, ready to start shooting. And I don't really know where we want Ravagers. Everyone's kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna. I guess we'll start shooting.
You want to do the big guy so he just punks anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got rerolls, so.
I'm just gonna go. He's gonna shoot everything into that middle Helvern that has full damage.
Okay. You hate them that much,
I
eh?
don't like him at all.
Oh my, you could probably one-shot one of these
We got
guys.
enough stuff over there.
All right, fine. I guess we'll go for the Helfrin. Let's screw this. This one's got the damage reduction. We're going for this one. Yeah. And
Freeze.
boom, with rerolls.
Oh, it has full rerolls
Yes.
now. Oh.
It didn't help much,
Didn't
but
matter. And
yeah.
freeze.
And the reroll on the wounds didn't
7
help.
invulnerable save.
Fail
One.
6.
4
No, I passed 1.
Oh,
damage
yep.
each.
All right, it's 24 damage. I'm not going to bother with the feel no pain.
Hey.
We did him, and then
Let's
the
go, my planet needs me.
Incarn will use his once per turn ability on our turn to bloop right there.
There you go.
It does allow him to remove from combat, and he activates normally. Next up, we do the Scourge with Dark.
It's gonna do reroll ones to hit on him.
Oh, yeah, we're starting on the big guy here. Yep. Ravager. Reroll the 1.
Reroll. Excellent. Oh, nothing there. And force.
Yep.
Okay.
Shot to the other Ravager and the Reaper. We did 1 damage in
4
total.
damage in total.
Oh, 4 damage in total. Not bad. And from the collective of all the small arms fire, including the Dark Reapers and all the surrounding models, we get the big guy down to 16 remaining wounds. Then we go on to the Fire Dragons. Try and take out this Errant over here. We hit on 3s with a reroll. Oh no, only 3 of them sneak through. So we're gonna go ahead and do. We get reroll wound rolls of 1. Oh my gosh, and the Master Crafted. Oh, okay, 2 wounds. Invulnerable saves. Ooh. Nope. So the first one I'll roll is D6 plus 2 has 8 damage, and then I'll use a 6 to do 9 damage. So it'll be a total of 17 damage. And he's got 8 remaining after feel no pains.
Do you want to do some rocket launches into them?
I
See
do.
If you get a kill.
I'd like to try and get a
You
kill.
want to try to kill the little guys because it'd be easier to.
A little bit easier to kill them. So we're going to do both the Wraith Lords over this direction. Fortunately, the missiles bounce off the Warglade, but we somehow stick 5 wounds with the Flamers on this night and do 1 damage. He's got 5 left. We're going to move on to the Scourge, who moved. There's no pain tokens anymore. We're gassed out for the Jukari.
Everything on 4.
All the haywire over here. Let's see. This one, we might take him down.
No, not unlikely unless I
that's
roll
true.
all 4. No, for 6 damage.
Oh, 6 damage, 6 devastating wounds. Like 1 feel no pain, he's down to 3.
I think they're just gonna shoot the same guy.
Shoot their haywire that way as well. So he's taken out by the haywire.
Does he explode?
Deadly demise? Not, still no deadly demise. All of us want it, but it just ain't happening.
Not happening even with all of the guns that we have.
Gonna go for the souls over here. I don't know why I'm showing off. It's not that significant. Just to force a habit to show off every die roll. These are 5s to wound with a re-roll. That's 4 wounding hits at -2. We're sending ghosts inside of him. They're gonna enter that guy. D3 damage, and you have a single feel no pain, sir. Ooh, okay, 7 left.
Piss off, ghost.
At the web spinners, we're gonna try and finish off this Helverin. Both of the Doomweavers did a grand total of like not a lot of damage. He's got 1 wound left.
Hellions.
Oh yeah, and Hellions nothing. I don't know if they can shoot if they fall back. They didn't do anything anyways. We were gonna look it up if they did anything significant. Are we done shooting?
We're done shooting in this quadrant.
Yeah. Wraith Knight's got scatter lasers. We're gonna try and take him out. They actually did it to the last wound because he made one of the feel no pains. Does he explode? No, not quite. All right, one more bites the dust. All the other attacks with the Farseers and the Guardians and all that are too far away, so we have to try and clean up these 4 remaining knights on this side of the board. Charges were nice and easy. We are dogpiling on the Castellan with the Wraith Knight and the Incarn. Both the Wraith Lords made their charges into the Warden, and then just Archon, Incubi charging into the Tall Boy here with 16 wounds left. Wraith Blades yet again failed another charge, rolling a 3. The little guys, all of those did 1 whole damage to the Castellan. Let's go with the Blade of Souls from the Incarn. 2s to hit with a reroll. We need 5s to wound though because he's T13. Oh god, didn't matter who I was attacking. Nothing. This Knight's gonna go, seeing that bounce off, we're gonna go for the Warden. 5 attacks with his Ghost Glaive. 4s to hit because we're pretty hurt. And 3s to wound because we're 18 strength. Oh nice, 3 wounds. AP 3. 6s?
12.
Oh, 12 damage. He's down, he's only got 5 wounds left.
Explode.
No,
Oh, nothing yet.
not quite. Boom. There we go. And then we got the Wraith Blades next. I mean, Wraith Lord will pile in a fight over there. That guy can't do jack. Wraith Lord gets him down to 13. That's pretty much all I got.
Incubi time.
The Incubi and the Archon bring him down to 9. Down here, he does no damage to the Mandrakes, and the Mandrakes finish him off.
Pain token.
That's a pain token. Welcome back on the board with pain tokens. That Mandrake's refusing. Castigator retaliates, kills the 4 or 5 Incubi, and then Scary, of course, rolls a 1 on his first Shadow Field. And just
still a classic.
Is that Carl?
no, that's one of like Scary's clones.
Oh, it's just a Scary clone.
Yeah, it's an Archon Scary
Where's
clone.
Carl?
Archon Carl's down
In the Venom over there,
here or something. Yeah, I think that's him.
Here, the AP.
Boom. 1 Incubi got killed by this Castellan. We forgot to roll for the Battle Shock when they charged in. We actually rolled a double 1. That is 1 more pain token for the Drukhari. They're at 2 now. That is it for us. We get to retaliate or go back and activate with the 3 remaining knights. Or you could call the tank company over here if you want, unless you think it's a lost cause on this
I
plateau.
think it's a lost cause. I think the knights are going to go up valiantly.
Oh, do as much damage as they can.
Yep.
Nothing to worry in the command phase. Actually, the bondsman abilities are too far away. We're simply not going to move any of the knights. They're going to go down swinging. So we're starting with the Castigator.
It's a pain token though.
He brings us down to 1 wound on that Ravager from the Castigator. Good job. Move on to the Castellan. He is shooting every direction here.
Yep, a little bit of everything. So we're going to go the Top Gun here and that into this.
Blast weapons in the
We're
Ravager.
putting the Meltas into the Incarn.
No.
We're putting the Meltas there, missiles here. And then the Volcano is just going to go into the big lad.
The Revenant Titan on the other side of the board. Okay. The Shieldbreaker missiles into the Knight. Ooh, that's a good start. Spooky.
Spooky.
Oh, use a reroll here. 4 up for anti-Titanic.
There you
Hey,
go.
roll up the damage. D6. 2 damage.
Is it plus?
It's +1, but we're -1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meltas in the Incarn.
Hey, it hits. Twin linked for damage or for
I'm
wounds.
going to roll twice. Nope.
Oh, jeez. All right. Yeah, we finish off the Ravager with the Plasma Decimator. We deal no damage to the Incarn. Just Meltas just didn't wound. Wraith Knight's down to 3, and we have to resolve the Volcano Lance. And power enough for 2 shots. Respectable. 1 hits. Reroll. We haven't used the hit roll reroll yet.
You wanted to. So bad.
Very close.
4 to wound, I think. You get a penalty.
Oh, it didn't
No.
matter. All right. He is going to fling hate at our Revenant Titan who has the fly keyword. Should be 3s
Playing nothing but hate.
Yep.
with a reroll. And then 2s to wound. Even though it's got fortune on it, this is criticals on 2 up with a reroll.
Okay,
Okay,
only
sure.
4.
4 saves at -1.
I think he takes
One
2
fails.
damage.
I assume he's got 2, yeah. 28 left, you go right to combat. My Wraith Lord bounces off the Castigator, to no surprise, he doesn't have the fancy sword. And then we just had to resolve the Castellan. And then we can try and beat him up. Castellan takes out the Incubi. There you go, no
How
problem.
dare you stomp all over.
Wraith Knights 5 attacks. Ooh, 4 hits. That's not bad. Didn't expect that. And 3, strength 18 with a reroll. 3 wounds at -3. I think you have 5 ups. 2 ups save, he's thick. Oh, geez, only 6.
Ignoring 1, 2
2.
of it, so 4.
So 19 wounds left on the Castellan. The Castigator just picks up and skewers the Wraith Lord and throws him off the cliff. He's dead. Oh, deadly demise. No, not quite.
1 save -1 on the castling from my bikes.
Bikes get him down to 17. Now the Incarn's going to try and finish him off with the Blade of Souls. Let's go, Vilithazar. Ooh, they all hit. 5s to wound. Ooh, 2 of them. 3 of them. Reroll. 3 of them. AP, 6 up saves. Oh, make 1 very good. So 2 plus 2d6 on the damage. It's going to be 9 damage, which you have Feel No Pains against. So you take 7. You have 10 remaining wounds on the Castellan. Very good.
That is this corner.
Yeah, that was a quick resolution. I mean, yeah, maybe it is going to get a lot quicker. I mean, that was pretty fast. We also just played with all these models, so we don't have to look up the rules all the time and all that stuff. So that means we picked here. Do you guys know where you want to go? Or do you want to think about it?
Fire the Death Strikes!
The Death Strikes. Fire the Death Strikes. Okay, so we're going way down here to resolve the Death Strike missile. Well, I mean, to resolve this sector. And the Warlord Titan. There's also that nice little pot of gravy to go along with it. Over on this sector, we got, all of that over here activating. No command phase 2. We're going to go right to movement.
We're going to go back to the original board with the Warlord Titan, and we're calling in the Tane Company. So all the Leman Russes will be driving in on the side. The Warhand will be stalking in as well, and ready to cause a little bit of carnage.
2 Titans. 2 Titans. Terrifying. Obviously, we're not going to wait much more. We're going to fire every single remaining Death Strike of the 4, and we've already picked our targets. Where's the first one?
This one, that one, and then the one near the Webway gate, which they ranged in on.
Nice. So we're going to go... those were the 3. Those were the 3 that were remaining.
Yeah, there's 1 here. There's 1 there.
We're going to go ahead and do this off camera because this is going to be devastating and lots of rolling because you have to roll 2d6 for every unit within 6, and we're playing a massive apocalypse game.
Let's do this one first.
We've decided to start with this one. We're going to show you what it looks like once
So it
we're
hits-
done.
So this
Many
one hits
things.
these guys and they said no.
This one was only in range of the Guardians with the Farseer and the weapon platform. That thing got annihilated, and actually only the weapon platform and a Guardian died. We're going to move on to this one.
got the 10.
This one lands. It's got down to 10 on the Wave Serpent, 8 on the Ravager.
10 on the Reaper over here.
We lost 3 Dire Avengers. We got this 10 list down to 16.
Yeah.
We have 1 more Death Strike missile to resolve. Again, it hits every unit within 6. It's 2d6 shots, hits on 2, strength 16, -4, 1 damage. It's crazy. And the 3rd and final Death Strike missile, the Venn diagram of Death Strike missiles. We got 2 Dire Avengers left to kill, 2 Wraith Guard here, 1 wound on the Venom.
The Tantalus dodged it, which means that the pilot that's with Archon Scar was like, whoa!
Yep.
And the first one was like, oh, ew.
He came out pretty good for being between 2 Death Strike missiles.
He did.
I'm going to leave this guy here so I maybe remember to activate that later. Death Strikes are done. The Thunderbolt brings this Razorwing down to 5 wounds. Moving on to this Eradicator, it destroys 10 of the witches with all its heavy flamers and Eradicator
Not
turret.
10, 8.
8. There was 10. The Exterminator jumps in and helps finish off the rest of the witches on the small squad. We're left with a Succubus and a Witch after everything is said and done. I think when the Leman Russes rolled up in this sector and the Warhound, we probably lost this infiltrating attack we had to try. We didn't even stop the Death Strikes. We failed in stopping the artillery. All right. Regular Leman Russ battle tank killed the single witch with a heavy bolter and missed his shell into the mandrakes. That's 3 out of 12 done. On to the 4th of 12. Another Eradicator takes out 3 of the Scourge with heavy flamers.
Heavy bolters.
Made 3 out of 3 involves with my.
And these mandrakes just ignore the Eradicator shell. No problem. Well, the Eradicators aren't working, so we're going to go to the Punisher and shoot thousands of rounds of ammunition at the Shadows, and it actually worked. We killed 4 Shadows of 10. Killed the Scourge, too. And then we went over to our Vanquisher friend here, who took out...
He's a tank commander, not even a regular Leman.
Oh, he's a tank commander. Nice. So he took out both the Void Weavers. He took out one with the turret and the other ones with the melta guns. And they didn't explode. So this Annihilator did a few damage to the Kronos and some damage to the Tantalus. Just so much Leman Russ punishment going around.
There's 2 more
We still got 2 more there,
and then
3 more over there. after those Leman Russes, we only have...
So 2 more Leman Russes, 3 more Leman Russes.
5 more.
Yeah,
Hellhound.
okay. These mortars over here. Earthseer cannons.
The
Hellhound.
The Hellhound.
Manticores.
Manticores.
And 2 Titans.
Two more Titans after that. Yeah, we're basically almost done. This Leman Russ Demolisher just absolutely punked that Venom with the Demolisher turret. Missed his last cannon shot, though.
Yep.
4 of the Capillite Warriors survived that debacle, and then we have this Leman Russ here. We're gonna kill the weird fish. Is everyone's calling it the weird fish now? Between the last cannon and the battle cannon, we only heard it a
heavy
little bit more.
bolters are
The weird fish
36.
lives. We come to the other 3 Leman Russes. The battle cannon just mixes the Hemlock Wraith Fighter, and then we lose a hawk who swooped his last swoop. he swooped his last swoop. So the Hellhound quickly resolved and roasted 2 more swooping hawks, one of them being the Exarch, and then we went with the autocannon Leman Russ, and just absolutely punked that Venom, and then the Capillite Warriors
2
get over
wounds
there.
on.
Oh yeah, poor Caradras takes 2 wounds. The Scorpion King eats a heavy bolt around and doesn't like it very much. We have 1 Russ to go. We've resolved 11 Russes. It took forever. We're on the last one, and Caradras is eating it.
Yep.
Oh no! All he did was kill like 7 Kriegsmen and eats the plasma cannon to the face. That's gonna be 5 wounding hits from the turret and all the cannons into Caradras. In bones. Oh, he takes enough to die. He fails 2 of them. Boom, boom. No failed hazardous rolls.
Does it vents all of the...
We're going to take a break from tanks and artillery here for a bit. We're going to go ahead and fire a Titan. We're going to do the little guy, though, little Warhound.
So we're gonna put the turbo laser
Tantalus.
blast gun,
Into the Tantalus.
over into the Wraith Guard.
Yeah, the Wraith Guard against the supercharged plasma blast gun. What are we doing first?
We'll do the blast gun.
Again.
2d6 plus 3 shots.
Rules I'm betting.
3's to wound, Jim.
3's to hit?
Oh, sorry, 3's to hit, and then 3's to wound.
Yeah. Good start. And the plasma blast gun does 4 wounding hits. They are 3 guys in cover. AP 3, they're going to go to 4 ups. So 1 guy's dead, and then the last one is 1 Wraith Guard died. Boom. I had the 1 laying down there, so I remember what the spirits here later. There's a lot to remember. Excuse me. The turbo laser destructor into the Tantalus.
D3 plus 3.
4. Wow.
I hit twice. And then these are strength 20.
Okay.
Is
Oh, he's only G10.
Yeah. He's only D10. 5 of him also.
Oh, how much damage is it?
46 damage.
each.
Oh, 46
Oh,
damage.
total.
He's
Only
got
15.
15 wounds. 9. Oh, that's exactly
It
dead.
died.
That's exactly dead. We have a
Demise, the
dead.
first one?
No, we still have not had more than 1 deadly demise. Those little guys don't count. Goodbye, Tantalus. A few of them went down, escaping it. But let me introduce you to Archon. My face is your face. Then, now that they're available, we're gonna pound them with a couple Medusa carriages. That guy's got 1 freaking wound left, or 2.
We
two.
tried.
We tried. Our aircraft sucked, dude.
They were
How many
terrible.
are left in there?
There's 6 in the squad. No, there's 11 in the squad.
11, so
2 Medusa shells end up killing about, 7 of the models or something?
Yeah, it was
Yep.
quite a good shot.
So we're left with an Archon, a couple Capillite Warriors, the Lemain, the Lemain, and then that's just a succubus for another squad. We're gonna ramp up some energy on these 3 Earthshaker carriages. Boom, 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 boom.
So-
Shooting them way down the table. They have 240-inch range. And we want to put pressure on this support Farseer Psyche who's trying to help out the Phantom Titan right behind it. He's got to get through his unit of Wind Riders. Hopefully Conceal will help them. It's going to be 5s to hit. All 3 carriages only take out 2 of the bikers. The Conceal from the Warlock, helping them extraordinarily. We are getting near the end of the shooting phase for the inner facility sector. We're going to do the Warlord Titan next.
Yes, the Warlord. So we're going to put all the defensive guns are going to go back into this one. All the Ardex defensor.
Yeah, the
stuff.
Razor Wing Jet Fighter there.
We're going to put the Gatling on the fist into... I don't know, Scary, what do you like more, your bomber or the other one?
You pick.
Oh, the Bomber's already used his bomb, so
Well, we'll fire at the Razor Wing then.
we're going to target both the Razor Wings with those. Sun Fury.
The Sun Fury, we're going to put the Sun Fury into the bikers.
It's not a fair fight. He wants to fight this thing eventually, but he's got
Yeah, it's semi-fair without all the buffs.
without all the buffs. That's understandable. All
Put the
right.
Sun Fury there, and then we're going to put both the laser blasters up top into the Tantalus. Let's try to get rid of that.
All right, number 2. Did we have 3 Tantalus this game?
No, just 2.
There was 2? All right, we'll see if we get the other one out of here. The defense systems take out 1 jet fighter, no problem. And the strafe of the Power Claws Gatling weapons bring it down to 4, almost shredded to pieces in 1 volley. And then we're going to do the fun guns. You want to shoot the Tantalus first, or you want to shoot
I'll do the Tantalus first.
No, why will you make my soul hurt, Josh?
I just know you love them so much.
I love them too. Look at them. Look at how cool they are.
They're so nice.
3s.
3s to hit. Okay, that's not bad. 3s to wound. Strength 16. Oh, there you go. 1 fail.
6.
7 wounding hits.
5 ups.
Hey.
I take 4.
And how much damage were they each?
It's at least 12.
Yeah, these are D6 plus 3 each.
So it's 4, 12. No, it says. It's even mathematically impossible for it to
You were
hit.
taking too long to
It
answer.
Oh my god, we got it. Ooh, that's not good. What's it? Is it
D6.
Oh, no. Well, that was pretty bad. We took 6 max damage on the Guardian, or the Wind Riders back there, which leaves them very exposed to the Sun Fury.
Yep.
A couple damage on these 2 vehicles. That Venom got destroyed, which means that one... I don't know who that is. Archon Carl. And then the Wraith Guard took 3 wounds or 4 wounds, so we're down to just 5 of them. Well, and one's sitting at a wound. Oh, we haven't gotten them out yet, I understand. And his Incubi. That was probably the single most damaging attack we have done in the game when we finally got that deadly demise we've been asking for. But now we got to resolve the Sun Fury on those guys. Sun Fury!
2d6 plus 6.
Ooh. Oh, 17. Fine. This thing used to be the Apocalyptic Barrage. You'd have a cool blast template with like 4 blast templates around it all over the place. Randomized where barrages. It was really neat. Now it's just D6.
Yep.
Yeah, we got stealth. We got protect going for now.
2s.
Yep. 4 wounds. We got 1 guy in there with a 5 up. He's okay. He's okay. He's dead.
He does.
And then the Warlock will take the next one. Oh, he's got 4 pinball. Yeah, just double checked. 4 pinball. So, not so bad. That one guy luckily ate a few of the Sun Fury shots. And then we are going way. I think we only have Manticores left.
Yep, that's it.
Woo!
A little bit.
3 Manticores
like
left.
that.
Well, we resolved it, so we decided all the heavy bolters were going to take out this Razorwing. No problem. It only had 4 wounds. That's 3 heavy bolters. And then apparently these guys are adamant to kill this Farseer. This Farseer on his own got shot by the 1st artillery. Got down. He passed his saves, took 2 wounds. Passed the first one, took 3. He's got 2 wounds left. The next one did 4 wounds. He passed 3 of them, and then used a 5 from the Fate pool in this phase to survive. And then the last one, we got lucky and made 2 or 3 4-up in bones. This Farseer just got hit by 3 major artillery pieces and is okay. The charge phase, only the Warlord is going to take 1 single step backwards
And stamp on all of these.
and stomp on all the Swooping Hawks and kill them. We're just going to save the resolution there. Also, to not move the Warlord Titan. Now, be it, it's built well, but we don't want to risk
Doesn't have a
anything.
base.
Oh, look at it. I could probably wiggle it.
No, no.
Are they gonna help
Don't
me
do
here
it.
at the end
I'm
of
going to do it. I'm going to wiggle it.
I'll kill you.
I'm wiggling it. I'm wiggling it. Then we get to resolve our stuff. I say we abandon this and just fly our guys to the middle.
Well, we're gonna have to.
Yeah. I don't actually have... Do I even have anything over here? I think we can safely say we lost our assault in the inner facility. Turns out when you put a Warhound Titan in 12 Lehman Russes, it's going to sweep a sector. Bomber just flies to this sector. He'll just take part over here. And then a few kind of minor moves, just that we're going to try and put pressure on some of the longer range pieces over here so they can't support the middle as well for the rest of the game. Because that's where the rest of this is going to be playing out. We've lost and we've won. So this is what remains. Operation Kill What We Can isn't going well. We got the Thunderbolt with the Scourge.
No, I just want a little Scourge.
One Scourge did it. Aye, very good. We didn't. We got the Mandrakes up
Maybe
here.
a couple of wounds on this one here.
Nothing crazy. They'll probably charge in and try and finish it off.
2 Dark Lances going here, 2 Dark Lances going here.
Ooh, okay. Those Dark Lances were able to finish off the middle carriage. This one survived. Kriegsmen were nice enough to stand in a line and let the Dark Lance pierce through all 6 of them. The Venom up here almost finishes off this carriage. We got a couple wounds left. That Cavalry Warrior Squad over there was able to finish off this carriage with a Splinter Cannon, and then just some small damage, like a damage here, damage there on the tanks. Couple pain tokens though, not bad. You know, getting whatever we can out of this sector. We're remaining, that is. Down to this Cavalry Warrior Squad at the foot of the Titan. They are able to take out the rest of this. Well, there's only 2 wounds on this carriage from the Splinter Cannon.
No.
Oh, he survived?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I thought he died. That was exciting.
No,
And
it's
then
1
these
wound
2
here.
Void Lances are gonna hit this Manticore over here.
Oh, yes. This bomber is going to fire into this Manticore.
Yep. 1 hit. 1 does not wound.
No wound. That's a 2. That is it for shooting. on our activation of this sector. We're going to go right to charging. We got mandrakes up here trying to finish off this carriage. They're going to make it in. And then this guy over here is going to charge. Charge as much as they can to tie things up. So we have my face is your face to engage both these tanks, but the rest of the squad is going to try and tie up one more Manticore. The Wyvern goes into the Death Strike here. Raider charging all three of these, and the Succubus into that Chimera transport. Then a couple more random Cavalry Warriors, just trying to tie up enemy forces where they can, and putting out some pain tokens on units. Over here, only killed one Kriegsman. Over this fight with the tanks, though, Archon
and the Lamian.
actually blew it up. We actually rolled a Deadly Demise, so that's going to mess up all this stuff here.
It's going to be great.
Is it? Oh, we're just double checking the. It's probably D3. Yep. Big explosion. 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. 2 to the Archon's unit, 3 to each of them, and 2 to that Leman Russ. Yeah. And then it is removed. To resolve that sergeant's attacks, it did 1 more damage. Okay, we just resolved again. The Kriegsmen fought off the Cavalry Warriors. They are just.
There's one left.
Oh, there's one left. They are Xenos killing machines. Never mind, we forgot to resolve the Quartermaster. They are Xenos killing monsters there. A little bit of wounds left here. I mean, all the tanks collectively beat up the Archon's Trueborn unit. He's okay. He's still kicking. A little bit of wounds on the vehicles. Succubus did a couple damage. Succubus took a damage, and then just some damage with Raiders. Yep. The main one is the Mandrakes took out this Earthshaker carriage. So they are probably the only part of our force that succeeded in Operation Kill Artillery.
Also, the Scourge took 2.
Oh, that's true, the Scourge. Okay, the Scourge took out 2. I shouldn't give all the credit to the Mandrakes. They killed 1, the Scourge took out 2. That is it for this sector resolved. We are on to the third and final sector of the second round of this 40,000 point Apocalypse game. We're going to take a look at the tables to see what's killed. It's not looking good for the Eldari things, though. It's a little rough. Right, so here we have the Imperial losses. It's about 4,000 points.
Don't forget the Marauder Bomber.
There's a Marauder Bomber as well. So it's like 4,000, whatever that is, 4,000.
4,000 points.
Yeah, plus that. Stuff. So we have like a Dead Knight list. Effectively, we took out a banner and then a couple super heavies and then some support tanks and a lot of infantry. And for the Eldari side of things, the Ynnari forces have lost...
It's an ocean!
...about 8,000 points worth of their army.
They're so dead.
Everything Eldar is really expensive, as you guys all know. 2 Tantaluses, a Revenant Titan, a Wraith Lord, like 7 Flyers... way more infantry than the Kriegsmen lost. It all adds up. It all adds up. However, that means we are going to go first in this third sector to try and hit the Empire back just as hard. I find that does anyone really call them the Empire? One calls them the Imperium.
Or the Imperium.
I like Empire too. It's fine. Oh, you boys ready for this last one in round 2?
Yeah.
I think if I had to...
abandoned James.
That's true. It's just James today.
No.
He's here.
Clearly, the Knights have failed to hold their thing. So
yeah, well,
the commissars wanted a word.
What you're saying is good riddance.
Yeah, what you're saying is good riddance. The Knight banner didn't do super well here. Okay, yeah, we're about to activate this one. You know what?
We made him quit. He went downstairs and like, I'm going home.
He's got a guest. And as an update, we currently have 4,000 seconds remaining.
Oh, no, quick.
It's going to be a little tight. My Warlock Skyrunners are still able to conceal their units. He's just on his own, whatever. Maybe that'll help him, but it'll help the Autarch, who's going to raise his spear or his lance. He's going to charging into battle this turn. We are going to try to cast Guide from our Farseer Skyrunner onto the Phantom Titan on a 2+. Hey, we got Guide. We unfortunately don't have the other Farseer to give him Protect.
He got sniped by a little Valkyrie.
He did. After the unit being pounded by 9 artillery pieces. I think the only other thing is the Spirit Seer is going to stand... That was aggressive of me. I apologize, everyone. There we go. We have another Wraith Guard from the dead pile to take that one's unfortunate place. I think that's it for the command phase over here. Yeah, perfect. Excellent. Okay, so we are... Yeah, because I don't have any Guardians on the objective. We are going to go right to movement.
Well, we started our movement phase with a blitz from the Solitaire, moving 22 inches up the far flank to go and dive into some Kriegsmen in the trenches.
He's so hidden. He's by a trench.
And then we just surge forward. There's a giant line of tanks, and the elves need to kill tanks this turn. If not, we lose this sector.
Literally.
So we just have to get really aggressive and try to do as much damage as humanly possible.
Every element went forward. The only ones that stayed back was the Farseer protecting or trying to help out the Phantom. And that's it, everyone. We have the Rain disembark. We had the Autarch and his Wind Rider unit rush forward. The Dire Avengers are rushing forward. Drazhar disembarked with his Incubi. Archon Karl's coming in. We got every single named idiot coming up on this board, ready to clash into hard Imperial armor.
That's right, let's go. We had all our little infantry units move into the courtyard to try and secure that objective, that critical location. And then the Phantom Titan is going to go kick over a Valkyrie in close combat because it's in hover mode. It's going to do some.
Look at this line of Eldar just ready. Our first goal is to destroy this super heavy with 8 las cannons on it. The Stormhammer, thank you, yeah. There's no one in the Stormhammer. Then the next goal is to pop this Chimera with Grenadiers in it to try and get some value out of that too.
And that's the actual Marshals.
Oh, that's the actual Marshal too, the leader of the Krieg. Well, the military leader of the Kriegsmen, not the commander of the force. The first thing to pop this off will be the squad of Wraithguard and their Wraith guns into that. Not D cannons, Wraith cannons, that's what they're called. Never mind, this thing only has 6 wounds left, so we're going to try Harlequin and fusion pistols and all their little tiny weapons with the Visarch to try and take it out. We stick 5 damage with one of the fusion pistols, and then we have a bunch of shuriken pistols and whatnot to go after it.
There's 1 wound left, though.
I know, it's literally only 1 wound left. See if your Rain can do this with a Storm of Whispers. I don't know if that's a psychic attack. I don't think it is. Sorry, it is literally psychic. D6 plus 3 is 7. It's devastating wounds. It's the anti-infantry, but we're trying to fish for a 6. 2s to hit.
I haven't used a reroll to hit yet.
That's true. Ooh, there we go. Lots of hits here. 1 single 6. Boom, a Storm of Whispers. Does it explode? This would be a bad one.
Yeah, it would be.
A 4, not quite. All right, so we deal with the Storm Hammer? Storm Blade?
Stormhammer.
I was right the first time. And then we're gonna go Wraith Cannons into this Chimera. Scrap that, we're gonna go for the Hellhound just because it's a little bit harder to crack and they got really good, armor cracking guns. Wraith Cannons, 3s to hit with a reroll. Nice.
Lethals and lethals.
No lethals. Here's helping in other ways here. 3s, strength 14. And then we're gonna reroll one of these. 4 saves at -4 on that Hellhound.
In there?
Yeah, no dev wounds either. And, 3 go through. 3d6 damage, it's gonna be 9. Try and finish that off with some of our lighter fire here. Scatter Laser, Wave Serpent,
Actually,
and...
no, let's do some of mine. I'm just gonna shoot a Dark Lance at it.
1 Dark Lance it is.
Hits, wounds.
Oh, wait, easy enough. -3, -4?
-3. Ah!
Oh, 2 up save on that guy.
That is very...
No.
So no, we got it. What happened was the Raider missed there. This Raider over here didn't do anything, and then the Court of the Archon said, "Screw it, we're just gonna finish this off." And he does not explode. He is simply destroyed. There you go. I'll take fire a few preliminary Dark Lances down here. All 3 of them back there. We do 7 damage to it. Only 1 really gets through. We're gonna try and finish it off with my Wave Serpent. We get 5 damage, and we crack it open right there. Does it explode? No. And we're gonna see the guys come out. They come out of their transport there. We take a random shot with a shuriken pistol. Splinter pistol.
No, it's
The little pod under his...
Oh, nice. And they survived it.
They did.
Start working on the artillery pieces. One of the carriages, we take it out with a Viper, and we're going to try and have the second Viper take out that one up there. Viper takes that one out too. Because the... Yep.
I thought you ignored cover.
The Viper does ignore cover, yeah. Is it afterwards? Oh, then never mind.
Yeah.
Boom. So actually, no, not dead yet, but that...
Not quite yet.
That model cannot benefit from cover. We're going to try and take it out with a... Scatter.
And this.
That is hilarious. So he actually survived the scatter laser and the shuriken cannon, even though I got 10 wounds on it.
It makes up for that roll. Who was it? You had where it was all 5s and 6s.
Yeah.
Or is that like 12?
Oh, it was like 9 saves or something. Yeah. That guy survived 10 wounds from that freaking
You got a
thing.
little catapult here. So
Yeah, I'll do a shuriken catapult
here,
there.
and then you've got the pulsar and this.
Into the storm blade. All right, the Falcon with the twin shuriken cannon shot up there, finished off catapult, and then we did a pulsar shot over here, did 6 damage, not bad. And we resolved the rest of the Warwalkers and the Wave Serpents with the Wraith Guard in it, just finishing off the artillery piece and doing 3 more damage to the storm blade.
We still have the bikes. We still have the Dire Avengers. And that's it for shooting.
That's kind of it, yeah.
I do have a couple more guns over here. But,
Oh, you got the Reaper, yeah.
And I've got a Ravager back there. And then we have...
Oh, of course, we're actually saving the Phantom for last
That's
here,
right,
yeah.
this time.
Okay, let's, the Dire Avengers try to nuke that squad of Kriegsmen. We're left with a Commissar and the Sergeant.
Yeah.
All right, not bad. Then resolving the rest of the shooting from the Wind Riders, the Warlock, and the Autarch. Just some shots, Destructor, and some Singing Spears at the tank. I did a couple damage to Destructor. Shuriken Catapults at the Commissar and the remaining Guardsmen. Got killed off the Guardsmen, did wound the Commissar. And then every scattered laser on the Wind Riders, taking out this mortar team back here.
Wow.
Just because it's one unit, it's a little bit easier to focus them than the heavy mortar. The heavy mortars are still alive, though. It's easier to clean that up. Plus, they're a threat to all our T3 infantry. Finishing off a couple of the other shots, we had a Ravager, we had the Reaper over there. They did nothing.
Bounced off of the armor.
We were trying to go over the Shadow Sword back here. Yeah. So we've done well so far. We still have a charge phase and all that to resolve. We had to figure out the Phantom Titan.
I think the Phantom Titan,
full rerolls too.
full rerolls to hit, is gonna go for the Shadow Sword. That Volcano Cannon is.
Did it do anything last time?
No, because it was -1 to wound, so they decided not to shoot it.
Oh, that's right. What did they go for?
A
Wraith Knight. I think it was my Wraith Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. It chunked the Wraith Knight. That's what it was.
It did. So I want to just try and kill it.
Every gun, all of it.
No, the Cloudburst launcher is gonna go into that guy.
Okay.
And then the Pulsar laser is like 48, I think. So it's probably gonna go. No, I'll just shoot into the Valkyrie with the short range guns.
Gotcha. A short range into the Valkyrie.
Big guns are going into that Shadow Sword.
Shadow Sword.
Get 'em.
Gotcha. You want to do the big guns first?
Yes. D6 from the Heavy D Bombard. Oh!
Ooh, we got 5. And that's the one we rolled 2 last time? Yeah.
Yeah, so 3s to hit.
With guided. There's guided
guide.
currently.
Nope.
Oh, guide didn't help. Interesting.
These need 3s to wound. I'm going to roll one, roll another. I'm going to use my reroll on this one. No, and then we should turn one into a 6.
What's the AP on these?
AP enough, but I want the dev wounds.
You just want the dev wounds?
Yeah.
Well,
How many dice do you have, Mr.
I have
Garcia?
2.
2?
I can farm 1 more with these Guardians if they live.
Do you mind giving me a 6 for that?
I had a 3 and a 6 left, so I'll use the 3. The 3 is going to become a 6 because of the Farseer nearby.
There you go. Actually, unless you want to just turn one of the damage dice into a 6. You know what? I'll roll 2 wounds.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 saves.
3 saves, and that AP. All right, so these are going to be 6-up saves. Ooh, failing 2.
Go through.
What's the damage on these?
So it's 2d6 damage.
I guess I can only change one of the dice.
That's
Okay,
fine.
fair.
So we'll do a 6 plus. So that's 10 so far.
And the second
And
one,
The second one we'll do
5.
So it's 15 damage.
Ooh,
so
it's
far.
not bad. We got him down to like, what's it got, 7-ish left?
Yes.
We're gonna try and finish him off with the Phantom Pulsar, the other
I
gun.
did use my reroll to wound, foolishly, but that's okay. 8 shots with the Phantom Pulsar, and 3s to wound.
You do have you don't have the reroll.
Nope,
We just talked
not
about
anymore. So
That's
that would be
5?
5 at AP, 4.
Same save as before.
And these are 6 damage
I got
a pop,
12.
more damage.
Wow.
Does he explode?
Oh,
So
I
we-
wanted him to explode, Luca.
Our Phantom Titan took out a Stormblade. Not Stormblade, sorry. This is a Shadow Sword.
Shadow Sword.
Oh no. There it is. Oh my gosh. I can't see anything. There it is.
I just-
So from there, we resolved the rest of the small shots from the chest weapons.
Farseer can shoot.
Oh yeah, I'll throw a Singing Spear, whatever. Oh, and I have the power.
and
The
the power.
Eldritch Storm. So here's my spear. Whoosh, for fun. No. I'm not gonna re-roll that because that doesn't have any AP, but I will shoot my catapult. And Eldritch Storm is gonna be 5 shots. 3s.
Yep.
Oh geez, there we go. That's a great roll.
nicely done.
Strength 6. So your toughness
10.
D10.
5s. And I have a re-roll, Eldar nonsense. 2 at -2. And 2 saves at -2.
So 1 okay.
Counted 1.
Yeah. And then and it'll take 3 damage. He's at 7. That means he's half dead. And
How many does he get?
that's all we got. Charging, the Phantom is just gonna go ahead and charge in here. And then we're gonna resolve a bunch of the other charges.
Show me moving my Titan.
It's you're crazy, dude. I don't know why you're moving it. So he's not even flat on the table. He's resting on the
Look at
freaking.
this, Luca, look at this. Whee! Whee!
Oh! It's almost crushed the Valkyrie. He ominously leaned over. Look at that. How flexible is he at the?
He's good. He's actually on the.
Now that we're done dealing with that nonsense, we resolved a bunch of our charges. We got quite lucky with the Yvrain and the Trooper. I'm like, I kind of want them to tie up this and get over there. I'm like, oh, whatever, I'll go for it. I rolled an 11-inch charge, and they go from there to there. Drazhar does a monstrous charge into the Salamander and the Hellhound, and then Archon Carl gets in there with his Incubi. There's like 30 million Incubi over here. We make an 11-inch charge with the Autarch as he's screaming with his spear or his lance
Charge!
into a Salamander. The Dire Avengers charged up and around to make room for him. Yep, the Solitaire declared a blitz. to charge a lone commissar of the Krieg, and this Falcon charged a Thud gun just to get up the field a little bit.
That's just a heavy mortar.
Oh, sorry, heavy mortar. The Thud guns are dead. We got them. I think that's kind of it for charge. Oh, sorry, the Beast Pack is also helping us out with the Kriegsman there. So let's go ahead and resolve. You know what? I want to resolve this. I want to see what this Titan does to this 7-wound Valkyrie.
Phantom feet.
Phantom feet. Oh, you're kicking it out of the sky.
Have any other
Well, it's hovering.
Well, I figured you'd like batter it with your weapons or something.
Feet. For 3 hit.
Reroll.
And guided.
Yep.
Ooh, fancy. Strength 12, so 3 is to wound.
With a reroll, Craftworld.
Eldar, Craftworld.
Oh, 2. 2.
2. So 2 at AP 2.
Ooh, 4 up saves on the Valkyrie.
Survives.
So both have to go through.
Oh, 4 damage. Valkyrie lives and takes 4 damage. She's at 11 wounds. That's not
Melee
bad.
weapon.
Not
That's
bad.
3 wounds left.
And no wound back from the Valkyrie. Yes. Sick. You won that fight. You actually won that fight by 4. So you gotta do a leadership check at -4 and see if you run away.
Hold on.
Oh no, old school.
Oh no.
Can Titans sweeping advance?
No, definitely not. Moving on, that Solitaire beats the crap out of the Commissar. And then we're gonna see if we can't tear apart this Salamander. Just resolving some of the fights here, just beating up some of the Kriegsmen with the Beast Pack. The troops over here, I think, stuck a damage on the Stormblade with some lucky rolls. And then Yvraine did a couple damage with her sword. We're gonna resolve the Vizark against that Salamander, see if we can't finish it off. Asuvar, the Sword of Screams, is going to go, it didn't matter, I was going to go for sustained, I didn't roll any. And these are Strength 5 with +1 wound from the troop for charging. And your toughness on that is... Vehicle's toughness 8, I need 5s to wound normally, but I get +1 to wound, so I got 4 wounding hits. That's correct, those are all AP 4, and that will, there's like 2 or 3 damage each, so it's like 12 damage. 8 to 12 damage, I just looked it up, but I had immediately forgotten.
Doesn't explode. No
explosion, but we kind of take the steam away from the Autarch who charged in with his lance as the Vizark just cuts down the Salamander with his really impressive weapon. And the last thing to resolve for fighting is, the 40,000 Incubi. To no surprise, the 40,000 Incubi dealt with both of the vehicles here, neither one exploding. So we deal with that. Also to no one's surprise, they did not explode. Drazar stuck. Help. Hey,
Don't do it, Drazar. Don't do it.
And then we're going to have that one die too. The court is piling into the Malcador to fight the Malcador. Sorry, I mean Macarius. And crap, I realize I think we're out of time.
Oh no!
We've failed our secondary goal of trying to finish this in 40,000 seconds.
Not possible.
Wait a minute, hold on. That means we held out for the amount of time.
No!
Reinforcements
It
are
was-
arriving!
it was-
Reinforcements are
It
arriving!
was a collective agreement.
Glory
we were
to
all
the
going to finish our
Imperium.
game in 40,000 seconds. Now, the video is not over. We're going to resolve the rest of this game, but we're going to give you the overtime that it takes us to resolve this. Take a damage on the Macarius, and then we take a few wounds here, lose a bit of the Beast Pack stuff from the Kriegsman's retaliation, and that is kind of it for our turn, I
I think we hit this section pretty hard.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, there was 6 super heavy tanks here. Now there are only 3, and that helps quite a bit. And they're kind of tied up. Well, not that they could be tied up that much, but they're hurting. And we got blades and ready to go. But I think it's your turn, James. Your turn to hit us back. We did a couple orders, first rank fire, second rank, fix bayonets, take aim on them, and now we're going on to the movement phase. We're obviously going to keep the super heavies where they are because they don't care. They're gonna pound the enemy in the dust no matter what. Moving a few tanks in the back there, but we are bringing in reserves. This is just a Macarius again. Yep. Just a second Macarius. So we have another super heavy. Let's go. And Greyfax is finally showing up. We're just pondering where we want to put her. They roll in on the Land Raider Prometheus.
Yep.
And out come the Scions, Inquisitor Greyfax there in the middle. And then what do we have over here? They were underground apparently the entire time. A Krieg squad, Grenadiers, I assume, popping out of a drill. And the Valkyrie, not a Valkyrie, a Vendetta with las cannons showing up over there. I think that's kind of it. Did you want to move? Well, I guess you didn't really want to move anything over here. Everything's happened. Oh, we already had the reserves, yeah.
The squad of Grenadiers disembarked from...
Oh, that there. That's where the order was from. That makes sense. Okay. We can go right to shooting. Macarius fires. All of its defensive weapons take out some of the Court of the Archon here, all the autocannons. And unfortunately...
Heavy bolters.
Oh, heavy bolters. Unfortunately, the turret does bounce off the waves. Actually misses the Wave Serpent completely. And Macarius II is doing the exact same thing. The turret at the Wave Serpent, this one actually does connect and gets through the invul and does 7 damage. Unfortunately, rolling minimum damage. It could do up to 12, and then it takes out 2 of the Incubi, one being the champion. the heavy bolters and the stubber. Yep. I'm gonna try and bring this wave server down with las cannons. They're nasty. They both hit, they both wound, and I fail both my saves, and they do like 13 damage to it. They actually one-shot him. Yeah. They actually one-shot him.
Demise?
No, that wave serpent's out of here. And our tank hunter, is that what it's called?
Destroyer.
Tank destroyer. Couple shots, couple wounds, couple failed saves.
Like 16 damage.
16 damage to the Ravager.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my god, just right through it. Split it right in half. Great shot, little guy. Move on to this transport. It just took out an incubi there, and then we're moving on to the big guys. We're gonna start with this Baneblade. Where's everything going?
All right, so all the heavy bolters are going into that same incubi squad. The las cannons are going into the Viper.
Nice.
The turret weapons are going into the Wraith Guard.
Oh,
and then the Demolisher cannon into the Raider.
Oh yeah, the Raider, the Demolisher. Yep, 24 there. And this Baneblade showed the heck up. We popped this with the Demolisher.
Dead.
We get, luckily the Viper rolled a good save and passed it on the two over there. He rolled a head cover. And then Drazar's unit, his delivery service loses 4 incubi. And of course, much like the rest of this game, this Wraithguard unit refuses to buckle under any amount of pressure. Just cranking saves all day on them. And they even left the cover. They're just walking right up to the enemy. That's still pretty good for the Baneblade. Now we're going to get the Stormblade.
Yep.
Wait, one correction. I thought Vipers were a 4-up save base. They're actually a 3-up. I rolled a 5 and a 6. I passed both the last cannons. Ooh. Before we get back to the Stormblade, though, we did want to bully Drazar a little bit with
the Grenadiers.
The Grenadiers. So Drazar's sitting pretty at 3 wounds now, and his retinue is all but wiped out. Stormblade time. What are we thinking?
Las cannons into the Viper.
Boo.
Heavy bolters and Drazar.
No.
Plasma blast gun into the...
Oh, are you going to try the Wraithguard again?
Yeah.
Oh, bold.
They need to be dead.
Bold.
Bold. So instead of shooting the Wraithguard, because they have the construct rule where they just shoot back, they are within 18. Those who live get to shoot back. We know they're all going to live because it's the way the game's going. We're actually going to shoot the turret.
He's already predetermined that they're not going to die. Okay?
We're
Just wait till the Warlord Titan decides to shoot him.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes. They've been great. They've been doing just fine. Into the Windrunner unit with the Autarch. Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, they're stealth right now, but you don't care about that because you're engaged in combat. Yep. The heavy bolters bounce off Drazar. The Viper took a couple damage from the last cannon, sadly, and the plasma blast or the plasma weapon, the turret does take out 3 Wind Riders. Great rolling from that. Then we move on to Inquisitor Greyfax and her transport. We're going to fire the Land Raider Prometheus. The heavy bolters, the sponsons are going to go for the Wind Rider unit there, and the Hunter Killer Missile is going to try and finish off this Viper. Oh, the Hunter Killer Missile brings the Viper down to 2, and James, if you'd be so kind as to remove all of the Wind Riders and leave this Warlock with a single wound left, as those 2 quad heavy bolters just absolutely atomize them. The conceal, and the conceal came in big too. It actually stopped a few hits. But we're sitting pretty at 1 wound left on the Warlock, and the Autarch is sweating. We go over to here. We just want to. We'll get back to Greyfax later. We're gonna resolve the drill and the Grenadiers.
Melta-guns.
No.
All the hot shot into.
No. So we take out all the Cabalite warriors with them, and lucky Farseer, double 2 to hit with those Melta-guns. That Farseer ain't going nowhere. So the Vendetta is going to go next. We're going to put the last cannons into the Reaper, who has 10 wounds, and we're going to try and finish off that lucky Farseer with the heavy bolters. How many heavy bolter shots?
6 shots.
6. Yep.
Does have 2 heavy bolters.
Will the Farseer survive? Oh no.
And 3s.
Twin linked.
Oh, this is
or not twin linked.
2 of them. Two of them.
1 fate die available. So the first one, I died. You finally got the Psyker.
No.
Well, that Farseer. Oh, both of my Farseers were under so much fire in this 40,000 point game.
Hey, it only took the Inquisition coming in.
Yeah, literally the Inquisition to deal with them. The las cannons, how many las cannons?
3 twin link las
3
cannons.
twin link las cannons. All right, that is going to be. I assume there's no stealth on a Reaper.
That's 9.
2 hits, 3s to wound with the las cannons twin linked. Ooh, reroll. Oh, 1.
6 up. Yeah.
Oh my God, he made his power through pain save. All right, we're gonna move on to Greyfax now. Whoa, and her retinue.
Yep. So the 2 Melta-guns are gonna shoot into the Viper.
Nice, smart.
Greyfax is gonna finish off
the Warlock. That's very fitting. I like that pick.
Death Witch.
Yep.
Die,
and
witch.
then the rest of the Scions are gonna fire into the Dire Avengers.
And Greyfax puts a bolt right through the Warlock's head. No problem. She does not care about conceal. And we lose 5. We're so quick to throw away the Exarch's lives. We lost the Dire Avenger Exarch and 4 Dire Avengers. We're done shooting. We're going to go in and keep killing the aliens. So the Scions and Greyfax charge Dire Avengers. We tried to charge Drazar. We rolled a 3. That's very characteristic of James.
The Archon.
Oh, the Archon,
Steve's
actually.
Archon Steve.
Archon Steve. Failing charges on the drill. And then The Land Raider didn't quite make it either. We have a bunch of rules for like things going from reserve.
Need to roll a 9. Didn't roll a 9.
Didn't roll a 9. Is that it? Is that the only charge we made?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, let's roll it up.
Fights first here.
Oh, yep. We have fights first on the Vizark. We're going to try and beat up a Stormblade. My fights first here, the Vizark and Yvrain were too far away to support, so I did 1 damage with Harlequin weapons. Let's go. And then over here...
We just did it quick because it doesn't matter. I get to punch this and it died. And
it did die, eh?
Yeah. Finally got it.
Did it not crash and burn?
It did not.
Naturally, it did not, so we got rid of...
For some reason, this game, there have been almost no devastating explosions.
This is so precarious. I'm doing so well. From the Phantom, we come down to Greyfax's fight. Greyfax takes out a few of the Dire Avengers. Her Scions help by taking out a couple more. And my 1 remaining Dire Avenger kills the Scion. And the fight's a wash. A little bit of fighting back and forth. The Beast Pack take out the remaining Grenadiers, except for the Marshal. Marshal's still sitting strong at 3 wounds remaining. A little bit of back and forth here. The Lemayan takes a wound, and we do a few more damage to the Macarius. And that will conclude the second battle round of this 40,000 point apocalypse game. We're going to move on to the third battle round, which I think we're all collectively hoping is going to be the deciding round. We're going to play this game out until there's a clear winner, and I'm praying. I'm hoping it's the third round. We've been playing for so long.
We've been playing too long, Luca, too long.
All right, you ready? Everyone ready? All right. James is going to roll in Spirit for Josh, and me and Scar roll a single die. You got a 4. What do you got? I want to see. You got 3. I got a 1.
A 2.
5.
It's a tie.
It's a freaking tie. We're gonna try that again.
Dark Eldar say a 4. Consistent.
All right, you go ahead. You go ahead. A 4. So far, it's a tie. Ooh, a
4.
4. Oh! That's actually pretty
Wait a
impressive.
minute. So if we do this one more time, the whole game is just a draw, right?
Just keep. Yeah. Well, at some point, we have to break the. We have to break the
Dark
loop.
Eldar once again.
4.
Consistent.
5. That's bad.
No.
5. I match it. In the box. In the box.
Roll it.
Oh God!
They win by 1.
What are you doing?
I win by 1.
I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I was excited. Oh, I'm gonna knock a plane over. So you get to pick. You're gonna need a second. He's gonna need a hot second on that one for sure. Let me calculate how many seconds we've been playing. We're at 46,800-ish seconds in.
Nice.
So we're over our lot by 6,800 seconds. It's okay. It's tough. Tough challenge. I'd like to see you guys try it. James has decided which one. So
This one, back into the middle.
We're right back into the middle.
Right back into the mix.
This is obviously the contentious one where we're not too sure what the toss-up on the OC is. And obviously there's a lot of elements from this board that can eventually make their way into here on top of that. So there's quite a bit of play to resolve across the board, unfortunately. But fortunately for those who are invested in the game, because we got a lot more to go. Hit that double turn button. Orders are fixed bayonets.
Marshal is
the first rank fire, second rank fire there, and then we go right to movement. It's a few simple moves. That drill's hunting down that wave serpent, and so are they. Data in hover mode flies to the top of the building, and are these grenadiers?
Yep.
Lots of grenadiers. Grenadiers are leaving the trench, which is sacrilegious.
No, they do
over
that
the top.
They do that all the time.
Oh, that's true. What am I talking about? They're over the top. They're coming out here. They're going to probably focus on dealing with some of this stuff and help their marshal out. And honestly, that's probably it for movement, because everything, you don't want to retreat with Greyfax.
Nope.
And everything else is kind of where it needs to be.
This guy's going to move up and potentially just go tie up.
Yeah, he's going to tie up the solitaire. Yeah, sad solitaire sounds. And for the shooting phase, well, what are we thinking?
We're going to start over here and we'll come back.
They take out the Kabbalah Warriors with the las guns, and then we do actually quite a bit of damage, 4 damage to the Kronos with the melta guns. Then the Vendetta goes, does no damage with heavy bolters, and does a couple damage to the Reaper.
Yep, moving on.
Okay, so our Land Raider Prometheus shot at the Viper, did a couple damage, and we got super lucky, and that not the Exarch, but the Dire Avenger survived the pistol shot that keeps the unit tied up by just 1 wound. Our little tank destroyer friend strikes again. Boom! It destroys a raider. It does not explode.
Does not explode, and Lilith and friends pop out.
Oh, there's Lilith in there. I forgot about that. Ooh. So they're going to disembark there. I think one witch didn't survive.
She did not survive.
That's okay. And then we go over to this Chimera. 2 wounds from the heavy bolters into Drazar. Ooh, double 6. Very good. The two last cannons tried to take out the Warwalker. One got through, a little bit of damage. He's at 5 left. Our poor Macarius here had most of his shots ping off of armor. Drazar passes everything, and it bounces off the Serpent Shield on the Wave Serpent. This Macarius, under all the duress it currently is, whiffed all of its shots, except one round takes out the Lamian. Poor Stormblade only killed 2 Incubi with the turret. Everything else didn't really connect. And then we have one, the goat, the Baneblade back here ready to go. Where are we going with the goat?
All right. Demolisher cannon into Drazar.
Oh, come on!
Heavy bolters into
Archon.
the Archon.
Oh, these Incubi here.
Las cannons into the Viper.
Sad Viper times.
Sad Viper noises.
Turrets completely into the Guardian Squad.
The Guardian Squad. We hate. Well, that's fair. More Fate dice and more OC in the center, right? We we have a lot of infantry still alive in the center because I love our bigger things are just pinging off the hits, making a lot of invuln saves. I should note one more thing, and I think it's very cool that Drazar has been shot by not just one set of twin-linked heavy bolters, not 2, not 3, but 4, and now a Demolisher cannon.
Oh,
he's
he didn't
being
get shot by that one.
cross-fired. Oh, this one didn't shoot bolters at him?
No, that one shot into the.
Oh, the Lamian. Okay, so it's only 3, and now he's being hit by a Demolisher, and he's still alive. So Drazar's got wounded 3 times by the Demolisher.
4-ups. No, you can't.
Okay. 2. Oh, it's
Snake Eyes.
you double Snake Eyes could. Oh, it's 10 damage to Drazar. Oh no. Okay, there we go. I shouldn't have gassed him up so much there.
You did.
Drazar goes down. The heavy bolters take out 3 Incubi, and actually the autocannon and the turret only kill 4 Guardians. Sadly, we're then gonna do the squad into Archon Carl, who still has his Shadow Field. The hot shots do 2 damage to him.
Because I took it on the regular armor.
Not using Hollow Field. Not using Shadow Fields yet.
2 pistols.
Got a hit.
Regular pistol.
Yep.
No wound there. And grenades.
So
And 2 more wounds there.
On the cover save, takes 1, and now he
Shadow
activates the
Field.
Shadow Field.
Oh, very close.
Yes,
The
good job,
last
Archon
one.
Carl.
All right, 1 wound left, and Shadow Field's still active, which he'll be using going forward. That was it for shooting. We go to charging. We're going to help the Marshal out by charging the Grenadiers in the Beast Pack. That Land Raider Prometheus charges into the Solitaire to lock that in forever. The Drill makes it into the Wave Serpent.
and Vendetta into.
Oh, the Vendetta charged the
Getting
Reaper.
aggressive.
I like it. I like it. Good move. You have a couple fights first to resolve. The Solitaire has fights first.
That's right.
And so does the Visarch. Bombing through some of the combats, the Solitaire obviously did nothing over there, and we went over to James's attacks. He beat the crap out of this Wave Serpent with the Drill. Got it down to.
It's got Melta attacks.
That's like Melta attacks, right? We got it down to 2 wounds remaining. Moving over to here, the Marshal got beaten up by the Beast Pack after they lost like a bird to the supporting Grenadiers that charged in. Then over to here, we had the Troop do a wound, luckily, and then the Visarch did 4 more damage. We did 3 damage to the Stormblade, which then rolled over a bird.
One
Yep.
bird.
And the Archon there took 2.
This guy died here, and then
Oh, yeah, Max
my
Arch-
Archon over there. Archon Steve took 2 damage.
Archon Steve is down to 2 damage, and then the Dire Avenger over there died to Great Axe. That is it for combat, which means it is it for the Imperial side of things. We're gonna go to. Oh, it's our turn. It's our turn.
It's our turn.
We get to activate here, yeah.
right.
We get to
Let's
play
do
this for the 4th time. Things to do in the command phase. We're gonna have one of the Wraith Guards stand back up, and because we're near the objective with our Guardians, we are gonna get a 2 as another fate die. Hit him back, and then I guess I'll do a conceal on that Warlock, but it doesn't really matter too much. Just declaring it. Well, for movement, now that we got that Drill and the Grenadiers back there, we have to keep our Mandrakes back there, keep our Guardians back there. Lilith is going to help deal with that. Some of the Cavalite Warriors are continuing their trek to get relevant and get up into the board, whereas the Wraith Constructs, the Wraith Guard from last turn, jumped out of the Wave Serpent just to be relevant this turn and try and take out any vehicle nearby, whereas the Wraith Guard with the Wraith Cannons are just, they got their eyes on that Stormblade. They're going to try and take it out and free up the Yvrain and all them to get up the field. Otherwise, just Warwalkers moving forward.
The plane moved up the side and getting those Void Lances at the speed, hopefully.
Yeah, that's the plan, just to keep putting pressure on these super heavies and just get more OC here and force the enemy to deal with our infantry.
Yep.
First thing we're going to try and do is pop this Stormblade, who's got 8 wounds missing. So if I can just get
Left.
8 remaining wounds. If I can get any of these Bright Lances anywhere just to stick damage on him, we can fade it and kill him. And then that we can make the rest of this very efficient and try and go for the rest. So
Yeah,
we're going to start.
24 wounds.
We're going to start over there and work our way over and let you know where it connects. So the first Bright Lance does it. We rolled a 5 to wound. Poor James does not succeed. And I rolled a 4 to hit. I was like, oh, did I cheat? I forgot the negative 1 to hit.
2?
Yeah.
6 plus 2.
It's 8 damage. So we have to use a fate die. We have a 6 and a 2 available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'll use. Oh, it's not. Is it a new turn?
It is. You got the 2.
Oh,
That's
my
how you got
Farseer's
the
dead
2.
over
You
here.
had a
Yeah.
6.
I was to see if I could cheat it, but the
You
Farseer's
can't
dead.
use the 6.
Does it explode?
Does it?
Let's see.
I'm kind of hoping at this point, honestly.
Boom.
No,
No.
that's not
We
explode.
deal with the Stormblade.
Wait.
That means the Wraith Blast, Wraith Cannons.
Before we do that,
Ooh.
do we want to summon the Incarn?
Oh, the Incarn off that
The
kill.
Incarn could like shoot into the flame guys there. And then
So the
help
Incarn would have to
charge.
go right here.
Yeah, in the middle. Right.
Yeah, boom. So we were thinking, the first thing we were going to kill, we are definitely going to summon the Incarn, but it was like one of these two we were thinking. But that one works
with
too.
The flamer. You kill the little blast cannons with the flamer. And
Yeah.
you charge in and punch either the Baneblade or the Chimera. If
Yeah,
you don't kill
I
the
guess that
Baneblade.
still works, yeah. Well, Incarn is showing up now. It's a new turn, new round. Remind everyone, he was currently fighting the Castellan up on the plateau, and he feels he is needed elsewhere. Very cool in Apocalypse games
Oh, yeah, it's
with
really
massive
good, actually.
tables.
I love it.
Whoosh. And then we're gonna go ahead and just try and roast the last cannon guys with them, and that will finish them off. With like no challenge there really with spooky ghosts. Now the Macarius is being eyeballed up by the Wraith Cannons here because they have no other targets. They're only 18-inch range, but they are in range to fire at this guy at -1 to hit because there's a nasty Archon in there. Now that will counteract the Spirit Seer's +1 to hit, so 3s will not work here, but we do have a lethal. And a reroll because we're Eldar. 3s to wound with our strength 14 gun. With a reroll, 2 wounds. Passes one of his saves and we deal 2 damage. Excellent. I'm shooting at the Macarius. Just a lot of small arms fire between all the tiny little squads back here trying to deal with the drill and the grenadiers. And getting the grenadiers down to 3 in the commissar and the drill took 2 wounds.
Yep.
Nothing too crazy. The Wave Serpent tried, whiffed. And then Macarius is still sitting strong. Now that we're done resolving stuff back there, we kind of focus all of our attention on the Macarius here. Anything that can. It's like Bright Lances, Bright Lances, Bright Lances, Dark Lances, everything. Mostly on this one, we actually do 13 damage to it. And then the Death Jester cranks a couple of devastating wounds onto this Macarius, whereas everything else essentially just missed.
Yeah, we did do a couple of damage there.
Oh, the Void Raven Bomber helped out a little bit there too. Now we just have some kind of like little like the Wraith Guard have to fire. Try and take out Inquisitor Greyfax there with them. And they roast the unit and put Inquisitor Greyfax down to
1 wound remaining.
1 wound remaining. And for Greyfax to finish her off, we put the scatter lasers? Yeah, the scatter lasers from the Warwalker. And her 11 wounding hits. Nothing. Good luck.
3.
Boom. She takes 3. Oh, Greyfax.
Down.
That's what she gets for killing the Warlock. Last thing we have to resolve is this Falcon. We're going to put the cannon into a big mortar. No, let's do the one over there, the middle one.
Okay.
And then we'll do Pulsar down here into the full Medusa, and then the Bright Lance into that Medusa. Don't really accomplish much. I kill 1 crew. I kill 5 of the crew with a single Pulsar, and the Bright Lance didn't wound. I lied about the Falcon. We have a Phantom.
We do. The Phantom Titan gets to shoot. So Bombard is going to go for the Baneblade. The
Gotcha.
Pulsar is going to go for the Tank Destroyer. And then all of the other shots are going to attack that Macarius tank.
This one, but the Macarius back here. Yep. So all the small arms fire into the Macarius. Well, small arms for the Titan. And then these are the other 2 targets. We have the 2 guns.
Into the Baneblade, which of course we ignore cover now because of
The Viper.
So D6 shots from the D cannon.
Should clarify, we shot it earlier with the Viper, which means it cannot benefit from cover.
Okay, so this is the D Bombard on 3s. No rerolls though, except for my 1 reroll.
Craftworld.
Which I will use here. Nice.
Oh, good. The table almost screwed us.
That's right. And then it's strength 20, so 3s to wounds with devastating wounds. I'm gonna go ahead and reroll 1. No, so just 2 at AP4.
1 to save at AP4, the other one's devastating.
That's right. No, so
So-
that'd be 4d6 damage.
And that was into the Baneblade?
into the Baneblade.
That was
I
the
could
Baneblade.
kill it if I
Could.
roll well.
We have no fate dice. Oh, look at that roll. 6
6
damage. That's it.
Baneblade stays winning.
That's the goat, man.
That's goat Baneblade.
That's the goat Baneblade.
He's
This
the
thing's
Iron Savior. Look at him. He's got his name.
the Phantom Pulsar into the Tank Hunter. Honest
No
Warhammer here.
rolls anymore.
No psychic
Needs
nonsense.
to hit. No sight.
Oh no, I feel the pain. I missed my farce here.
2 at AP4.
2 at
Show up
AP4
save
over
normally,
there.
so 6s.
6s.
Oh,
Ooh.
6 damage just straight out.
Did that for us.
We did it. That's our Titan whiffed. Our Titan finally whiffed.
Almost.
It did its
almost.
best. Actually, it did 6 damage to every target. That's exact. It did 6 damage to the Macarius, the Tank Hunter, and the Baneblade. 18 damage ain't bad overall, but that thing's been popping super heavy.
Yeah, we just
30 damage to
Give
him.
it reroll hit rolls again.
We need our
Titan.
Farseer. Our Farseer's so far away.
So far, he's gonna have to rush to try and get back.
Now that we're done being disappointed by the Phantom, we just charge in a bunch of places, which is going to finish off the rest of the Grenadiers. So does the Warlock. And then we charge in the Trueborn, the Court of the Archon, and the Grenadiers with the Wraith Guardians to use them to get in. I got lucky here, got a couple big charges. Incarn charged the Baneblade and the Chimera, and the Vizark with Yvraine, and their troop rolled a 10 on their charge to get into the Baneblade as well. And then the Autarch, who was still screaming and yet to see combat, has finally made combat. After many turns of screaming and trying to charge, he finally got in. Forward! Forward! Started with some of the fights back here, nothing too surprising. Killed off the Grenadiers, did no damage to the Drill. Of course, the Drill takes out the Wave Serpent. That's actually my first lost Wave Serpent.
It is.
Out of 4,
Really
yeah.
tanky.
I lost Wave Serpents?
Yeah, you have. That's
What did that over there? I'm
on
not.
the dead pile.
I'm clearly not paying attention. I thought it was my first one. Well, that's a Falcon. I guess I could trick myself. This fight here, we roll it up real quickly. Obviously, the Court of the Archon and the rest of the Archon and the Beast Pack, the Beastmaster, just sweep them, no problem. And then we're obviously going to go down to the tag team duel of Archon Carl and Archon Steve trying to take out the Macarius, which did nothing. And Archon Carl took 3 wounds from the Macarius.
Shadowfield says.
Shadowfield 1.
Shadowfield says.
Shadowfield 2.
says.
He's alive! You hit only ghosts. And over to here, I am so sad, but our Autarch failed to do a single friggin' wound to these damn big mortars. And then we got all the big fights over here, the last remaining fights. You're gonna have the Incarn attack the Baneblade, who's got like 18 or so wounds left. Could do it with the Sword of Souls. 2s! He hits 5 times. 5s to wound. We have 1 wound. 2 wounds. AP4. AP4. Yeah. 6s. And it's going to be 2d6 plus 2. So that is going to be 11 damage.
Much better.
Going to have 7 wounds left after that, and then I'm going to resolve the troop here. It's literally only 2 troops, and Yvraine and the Vizark behind. The Harlequin troop actually did a wound just there with the 2 sword guys. Sword of Silent Screams from the Vizark. We're going to go lethals here. Not that it mattered. And wounding on 5s because of the Harlequin troop rule. So 2 at -4. Oh, with the reroll, which I will use here.
No.
Didn't help. Ooh, that's 4 more damage.
Down to 2.
2, and then it's up to the devastating wounds on Yvraine. And the Sword of Sorrows, 2s to hit. I have not used the reroll to hit yet, because that was the Incarn. And 5s to him because of the troop. No. Oh, I already used the reroll, so no devastating, but 2 at -3 actually. These are 2 damage each. Fail 1. Oh, does it explode?
Does it blow up? Does it blow up?
Yvraine takes the killing blow because of the troops rule, +1 to wound when they charge.
Come on, hit the big red button. Nope.
5. And there goes the goat.
It only took a shard of a god.
Yeah. So pile in and attack a little bit more. The Chimera, I assume, did nothing back.
I haven't even rolled.
They made their invulnerable save. I think that's it. We did it.
We did it.
We've done the sector.
The sector.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Wow.
Now, I figured it
The
would.
second time today, this sector has happened.
Yes. But luckily, we don't have to go back here for a bit.
And we get to pick the next one.
That's true. Yeah, we're gonna go this one.
Yes.
We're gonna try and mess with the artillery as much as we can over here. It's just a lot of little tied up things. The nice thing about this sector is we don't have a whole lot of things to move, namely just the Scourge and the Chronos up there maybe. And we're gonna, its operation, the Death Strike has failed, so it's now destroy the Manticores, or to prevent any artillery that can hit the middle. And that is effectively for movement. We're just gonna ping off whatever shots we can over here. Scari's got a plan. I have no models over here at all. It's only Dark Eldar.
I've got the dregs here.
We succeeded a little bit. This Venom was the only really good thing we got. 1 splinter cannon there, 1 splinter cannon there, kill them both. Very good shooting.
Yep.
And then nothing else happened. Oh!
I did kill this one.
With mandrakes. Shot devastating. He had 1 wound left.
The shadows!
And only a heavy bolt there, and the mandrakes got it. Nothing exploded, obviously. So,
Nothing has exploded this
so that's effectively all the Drukhari were able to accomplish here. They just destroyed a heavy bolter on tracks and 2 very wounded Medusa carriages. As we quickly go through the combat phase, Archon, your face is my face, took 2 damage from Limit Rust and failed to do anything back. The Succubus didn't do anything, and neither did the rest of the Drukhari elements of note here. Well, they're not of note, they're just a raider.
There's nothing here.
The dregs, the literal dregs, like
Nothing
Scary
else.
mentioned.
Yeah.
So now we get to see the full weight of all of the remaining artillery, whatever Leman Russes can roll over this way, a Warlord Titan and a Warhound Titan to even the odds in this sector. And if any of these dice go moderately well, it's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. Well, the Leman Russes are mostly all freed up to get through and help out the middle, but they got to make an opening first. So we had the Warhound and the Warlord move through. They got the authorization from High Command to knock that wall down, so we just had to move the wall out of the way as they stomp right through it. And the Warlord and the Warhound are making themselves very apparent in the middle of the battlefield. And whichever Leman Russes could move and escape and make their way over there have been slowly filtering their way in.
Hold at all costs.
Hold at all costs. We've won the facility, now it's time to take back the trenches from the aliens. So we're going to spin this up and start with a Warhound Titan with the Plasma Blast Gun and the lasers.
All guns going?
Oh, we're going for the Phantom
How
Titan?
dare you?
Oh, he's got no fortune, no guide, no nothing. He's just
Out of support.
out of support. He's fine. Who's he got, 4-up invuln or 5? Oh, he does have a 4-up pull. Yeah, 50-50 all the damage. Not bad, not bad. Depends on where those 4s land. We're starting with.
Starting with the Turbo Laser Destructor.
That's a good one.
So D3 plus 3.
This thing used to be the old Strength D blast. 5-inch blast Strength D. This thing was nasty.
So hitting on
750 points too, by the way.
Hitting on 3s.
Back in the day.
Oh, nice, nice.
3s to wound, Strength 20. That's crazy. I like it. 3 of them. Right, invulns, 4-ups. It's
ups.
easy.
One.
So 2d6.
Whoo! Oh, that's the Laser Destructor. That's right. Yeah.
Not bad. Oh,
8 damage. How many wounds does a Phantom
Yes,
Titan have?
55 wounds or something? I'll check.
Okay. Now for the Plasma Blast Gun, obviously going to supercharge it.
Yep. 2d3 plus, or 2d6 plus 3.
Okay,
So
9 it is.
3s.
3s to hit. Very good roll. That's a freaking 7 hit.
Strength 10. 5s to hit. 5s to wound.
That's 4. I assume these are invulns as well. They're at least
AP
AP
minus 3.
Yeah,
so
that'll do it. More Eldar nonsense. Oh my, how much damage are those?
5 each.
15 more damage. How much damage? We just took 23 damage?
Yep.
Almost half health there from the Warhound alone. And he passes his hazardous check. But that's it for the Warhound. He's definitely setting the pace. 23 wounds suffered. It was 55?
I've done a check.
I haven't checked yet, fair. Doing the Warlord now.
Oh, Warlord Titan.
So what are we thinking for targets here, James?
All right. So the Mauler array, wherever it is.
They're on the front.
Yep,
Their chest
is going
guns there.
into the Beast
the beast
Pack.
pack there. Yep.
The wrist cannon here into the Guardians.
Port Guardians.
And then everything else.
Into the Phantom.
So that's 2 laser blasters, Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator,
And the las cannons.
and the last cannons on his back are technically going that way.
Love it.
Quickly resolved the Power Claw and just swept the Guardians like no problem. They got overkill by like 3 or 4 dudes. The Mauler weapons just do a couple damage to the Clawed Fiend. Not bad. Okay. And now we get to do the exciting
I hope it
ones.
lives, Luca. It
I
only
wanna-
has 27 wounds left.
I want to do the laser blasters last.
Yeah.
They're the anti-Titan weapon here.
Las cannons first.
Oh yeah, he's got the 2 Ardax last cannons. Let's see him.
Yep. So 3s.
Oh, okay, that's a bad start. That's bad pacing.
Wound.
That's true. Getting him out of the way, that's fine.
like it.
Overcharged
2d6
plasma
plus
arm.
6.
Okay, I like that. 14. 3s to hit. 5s to wound. It is still a plasma gun.
That's 3 wounds.
3 invulnerable
8
saves.
damage
Yes,
each,
the Sun
though.
Fury Plasma Annihilator is 8 damage each.
Will the Phantom survive? Oh, it takes 8 damage.
8.
Blam!
So he's at 31 suffered damage.
Yes,
of his
right.
55 wounds, we went to look to double check. So these guns could absolutely take it out. So the combined fire of a Warlord and a Warhound is enough to take out a Phantom in theory. Well, clearly, obviously.
Clearly,
Yeah,
it's like 5,000 points.
yeah.
2,000 points.
It's
or
true, it's true.
whatever.
We got 6 shots per laser
Oh my
blaster.
God.
Hitting on
Wow.
3s. I like to see it. 4 misses, that's average. We're toughness 14 on the Phantom, so these are strength 16, 3s to wound.
3s.
Oh, only
Okay.
4.
4. What's the damage on these?
These are 12 each, I think.
D6 plus 3.
Oh,
Okay.
D6, so minimum 4. Okay.
Okay, so 4. Well, he might actually live.
You might live this.
Come on, little buddy, 4s. Oh,
Oh.
no. So that's 9 right off the bat.
9 plus 3d3,
9 plus.
So it's 12, 13, 14, 15 more damage. He had,
15.
what is he at right now?
Wait.
Hold on.
Bad, I thought it was D3
20
plus
20
3.
damage.
That's 20 damage.
So 20,
Yes.
9,
Right?
right? 29
Plus 20?
plus 22.
Oh, 22.
That's right.
Oh,
so
okay.
11 and 11.
That's like
So
40, 52, 53.
50 to 1.
I can't do the math right
52,
now.
I think.
I'm brain dead.
Yes.
We have 3 wounds left.
Oh,
4 wounds left. We had to.
4
We
wounds
needed a break there to
remaining.
figure that
He
out.
almost died. Oh.
Okay.
Okay,
he's
4.
alive.
If those las cannons got through, if one or more of those things got through, is there anything else I could shoot it? Maybe
Yes, there
There
are.
are plenty of things.
Oh, good. We still have lots of
There-
things I can shoot.
Well, there's
stuff.
2 things.
Has to be one of these things. But the manticores could shoot over there.
I'm just gonna.
Certainly, he's been brought down to a knee. He's trying to stand back up, and we're going to try and put him down with a couple of manticores down here.
Storming.
Boom. We're just firing both at the same
Yep.
time. So it's going to be 8 plus 2 for 10.
Yep.
And these are going to be lethal because
It's
it's.
a hit.
3s.
3s
Because they're heavy.
Yeah, and we can see them. Oh, that's
Oh, there's
3.
4
4
lethal
lethals.
hits.
4 lethal hits on
Oh
there.
no! 4 lethal hits because they can see him. Because
Yep.
he's so
He's
tall.
huge.
And
Just shoot him.
120-inch range.
And.
Oh my goodness!
Have about 4 more wounds.
Yep.
8 wounds.
8 wounds.
AP2.
AP2.
Oh, that's 4 up invulns. 3 ups with cover. They are Titans. They still get cover.
Oh, 2 of them go through. I'm dead.
Yep. This is not.
They're 3 each.
Yep.
2 of them go through, and that's it.
Come on, Titan.
He is dead.
No!
He takes 9 damage
No!
of his 4 left. Does now? Here's the big one.
Okay, big-
Does he go?
Big boom!
Go boom.
And finally, all of that led up to this. Finally, oh my gosh! All right, that's gonna nuke all of this back here. Perfect. Yes, it makes up for the other 42 that didn't explode.
How much it explodes.
That's true. We gotta look at that up.
Deadly demise, D6 plus 6.
And it's everything within 6 still, I
Everything
assume.
within 6.
So it's everything on this.
So this
right now.
takes 6 plus 7 wounds each. So that's at least 7.
Is that deadly demise also?
We'll check.
That drill does not have deadly demise. That kills my warlock. He kills the man.
Cavalites, this thing failed all his feel no pains, and then Lilith's squad takes 7. So they almost all die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 and 2 left with Lilith. And that is the end of the Phantom Titan. No!
Boom. As he's like trying to get back up, the missiles hit him. He falls over. He explodes. Just levels the trenches. Just purges them of Xenos. Look at this clean battlefield over here. It's just a giant crater. Oh, that was beautiful. So
Hold on.
Poof. Oh, perfect touch. So with that, Yvrain can kind of see the threads of fate unraveling.
Unraveling the threads of fate. No, we're out.
So there's 5 turns in this game we're going to play out, and I think it's going to be quite obvious if we were to play 2 more turns over here, the weight of the Titans and the Leman Russ is filtering through will inevitably win the day on the trenches. But we have the Webway portal, and we are leaving. We are out of here. Everyone's good boo-boo. I don't know what possessed your brain to risk
How many?
all of this. So many things. This is
thousands of years of collective wisdom.
just gone, dude. It's out of here.
And depravity.
And depravity. All working together just to fail their objective and lose so much. And at what cost for the Imperium?
Incredible.
Some might say 0.
This is just a Tuesday.
This is just a Tuesday. Damn it! All right, that is going to be it. Excellent game.
Thank you.
Awkward left-handed handshake, James. Thank you very much, Scary. Why
Josh
not?
doesn't get a handshake.
No, Josh isn't
No,
here.
Josh.
He's playing with the doctor downstairs. There we go.
you
That
go.
works too. And
Self on the back.
this took us 57,000 seconds? Yeah,
Sure.
57,650-ish seconds to complete this game.
And 50,658
Seconds.
9 seconds.
And we're playing pretty quick to get through it all.
I think we rolled 40,000 dice.
We rolled
So
a lot of dice.
So take that for what it is. If you're planning on playing your own 40,000 point game, consider not, because it's going to take for friggin' ever.
Do it.
But if you have
Do it.
forever,
Why are you telling them not to? They should go out, grab all their collections, send us pictures.
plan for 80,000 points. Double
80,000 seconds for
seconds.
40,000 points.
Double your points in seconds, and that's how long it's going to take if you're playing it nice and casual. That is it for this game, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I would like to hear your feedback down below, of course, and expect much more of this kind of content to come.
Oh, yes. I can't believe that Titan exploded.
That was the
so good.
perfect ending. That's what I was hoping for.
the cavalry has arrived.
The cavalry has arrived.